Apparently, it thinks I did know.
Apparently, it thinks you did know.
What's going on, everybody? We are live again.
It, it's still within the margins of RevToast TV start time, 10-ish. Yep.
9 minutes and under, or else it's free.
Oh, well, it's, yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, live stream is starting soon. We are getting there, guys. That was for me. Y'all seen Scary Movie? Oh, yeah, when the killer's on the phone. What's up? I can't do that voice.
What's
But yeah.
up?
Oh, hey, Eber and Charles.
Hey, what's
And
up?
oh, I'm in the chat too. So hey me.
Hey, what's up, Rob?
Oh, what you see is what you get.
Yeah, no, this was another one of those crazy Google Hangouts not connecting with people dealies again. So I was actually like 6 minutes early and I was ready to go live like as soon as people connected. And it wasn't until what, like 3 or 4 or 5 after that I actually got Rob on. So I thought I was going solo, but
Yeah, Hangouts wouldn't let me connect. It kept saying you weren't in my circle, so I couldn't connect to you.
it's always doing weird things. Like I will type in, like normally I just type into someone's name, like not their email address, not their name that's on there, just their actual name, and it'll like pop right up. And sometimes you type in that, it doesn't do it. You type in their actual, online name or Google Plus name, and it doesn't pull it up. And then you type in their actual email, and it's not until you get to the last letter of the email where it's like, oh, you mean this person? It's so annoying.
Oh, yeah, especially like Devin with his long email.
Oh yeah, that one's the worst. And his does it all the time. Batman did it a little bit ago. The first time he came on, that was why it took me so long to get him on, because he has a long email.
Oh, mine's easy enough. I was here at about 10 till, but then ran to get a drink. Then the phone rang. So hey, Brian. A lot of people at work will never try food from me again after trying the Oh, did you the Crimson Blaze chips? How many people did you get to try those, and how many people tried to hit you?
But did you see them? Those are the ones we were talking about last time, where it looked like there was like spray paint overspray of the powder on the paper towel all around them. It was so great. What's up,
Hey,
Paula?
Paula. She says, "Hey guys, I just put a pumpkin cheesecake in my instant pot, so I am a few minutes late. Well, we've only been here for 4 minutes, so don't feel bad.
And Charles said, "Did you get your package, Rev?" No,
Not yet, huh?
no, but I did get one thing I did want to share. I was kind of hoping he would be on here by now, but yeah, no, I can show that and that. No, I did get my gift card for Starbucks, and I got my card from Chad. I was one of the winners on his YouTube channel for what? For I don't know, I can't remember. I can't keep up. Like I think it was like 400 subs. He did that, and like next thing you know, like 3 days later, he had like 460 subs. He just like started blowing up. So if you haven't
Cool.
checked him out, Chad the Walrus on YouTube. Great guy, does fishing videos, stuff with like, what the heck's the word? Herpetology or whatever, like, working with snakes and stuff like that. And yeah, all kind of crazy stuff. Hey, there's that guy right there. I was just showing off the gift card and the card that you sent me for winning your what was it, 400 subs? What are you at now? Like 5, 600, 700, something like that? You've been like blowing up lately.
Uh, yeah, Eber, I don't know if it, yeah, Eber says,
Mhm.
yeah, some here when I take some snacks to work.
Look at
Okay,
that.
Charles says, to have taken the one chip challenge and all agree Dave's is hotter. I can believe that. And then Chad, you talking about me? Yeah, okay. Charles says, gotta watch Chad with the wrench powers. Uh-oh, here we go again. Chad, you're never gonna live this down. You know that, don't you?
No, but that was so funny. That still cracks me up every time I think about that. I just start laughing. It's so funny, man. Graham's just like, "Hey, how you doing?" You've been banned.
Boom, you're
Oh,
gone.
so
Just
great.
for saying, hey,
Well, let's just be honest. Like, if Chad was having a live stream and I got moderator powers, I would probably be that guy. And it would
yeah.
probably be Graham too. I'd probably like trying to respond to him like, "Hey, what's up, buddy?" And like, "You're banned."
Uh,
But yeah,
you know,
he
yeah,
says 492. Look at that.
yeah.
Like it was just like a week ago you hit 400. That's crazy.
Uh, Chad, we're just giving you a hard time. You know that. Gotta have some fun. Paula says, got a new video up this morning. If you haven't seen it yet, got my paper towel germinated seeds into some seed starting mix and the address for it. I'll copy the address out.
Yep, which
Uh,
I watched and I was just amazed the whole time. And by the way, I don't know if you've done it all the time and I just blocked it out or something, Paula, but like or maybe like because I asked, you say it now every time, but like every time you're just like, "Oh, it's Gapey Scrub," and I'm like, "All right." And now I feel dumb for asking. I'm like, man, did she say that every video? And I just never like just blocked it out of my mind or something. And but anyway, I saw how like you were like moving the with the paper towel method. I've never had good luck with the paper towel method. I'll be perfectly honest. I grew weed once when I was like 17 or something, and the paper towel method worked great. But I've never had luck with peppers, tomatoes. I think that's all I've ever tried in the paper towel method. But I've tried a lot of different peppers. Never had good luck. But the way you were handling them with the paper or with the toothpick, wow, that was you were like a surgeon. That was great.
Yak Attack is here as well. Hey, good evening. Paula says, I had 100% germination on the Starburst with the paper towel. Most of them I get 75 to 100%. Well, that's cool.
I always had germination. I could just never plant them and have them come up. And like I was super like all into it. I would like make the hole. I would like water the hole and then, put them in and then water over top of it to make sure that they were definitely moist and everything. And they were in a double cup, so I would like overfill the double cup so it would almost reach where they are, so they would stretch down and just never happened.
I've never tried it. I've done uh, testing on sprouts, like mung beans and that kind of stuff to see which ones sprout, see if a batch is good, but never with peppers or anything else. And Chad says that video was awesome, Gappy or Paula.
It was. And like
Paula
Charles
says,
says, like me, the paper towel method and me don't work well. Same thing. I mean, like I said, I got it to work before anybody like that I knew about it. Like that was like, I don't know, 96, 95. I don't know. It was way out of the statute of limitations. I'll tell you that much. But yeah, it was weed. I got it to grow, and it was just a seed I found in there, and I threw it in. Was like, oh, I'll make it grow, and it did. And I actually got it to grow, transplanting it from the paper towel into soil. But I mean, now that I have things I'm actually, care about, I'm like, I can't make it work at all. Like my peppers, I'm like going through all these extra steps. Like, no, it was too dried out, like they're, used to being all moist. So I would like totally soak that thing down. And I don't know, maybe I was going a little too hard on it. but they never popped up. But I mean, the other stuff, there's a reason they call it a weed.
Oh,
Grow in
yeah.
any condition.
Yeah, it grows up behind my shop. When you
Might
there were
not have
like
want to said
18 plants. Huh?
might not want to said that on the live stream.
Well, it's actual hemp, not the good stuff. So there's no THC in it. But one time there were 18 plants out there, and the cops came up and looked at it and said, "Oh, that's not marijuana. It's weed." Turned around and left. That only an idiot would smoke that stuff. But yeah, there's
Oh, I
there used
guarantee
to be
I could find 7 people to do that.
there used to be hemp plantations all over here, so hemp grows wild everywhere. Let's see. Paula says they all popped up already. I took the video last week. I need to post another one soon showing them popping out. Starburst, I got one that has sprouted. Cool. That was from Charles. Paula says, thanks, Chad the Walrus. A similar video I posted last year is one of my most viewed, so I thought I'd do it again. Cool. Alberta Pepper's here. Hey, hey, hey. That's Charles again, right? Yeah.
I was just going back and double checking because I couldn't remember the exact wording, but Paula's video got flagged as soon as she posted it.
Yeah.
Like starting pepper seeds part 2. Like what the heck? Like seeds is now like a flag worthy thing. Like I could see indoor grow because they could be like, oh, maybe they're, growing something, the devil's lettuce or whatever, but I mean, it's pretty straightforward. Pepper seeds.
Yeah, but
That's
maybe pepper is a key word
Yeah,
for other
that's the
stuff.
new lingo. Oh, hey Rob, did you start your pepper seeds?
Oh, over 200 of them.
Oh man, you're gonna have quite the harvest.
Yeah. So looking mystery pepper long. I don't get it, but okay.
The long mystery pepper.
Oh, so a long mystery pepper. Okay. I think I get it. Maybe.
Nice. Oh, okay. Yeah, took me a second there. All right, let me get a little of this memory fluid. Okay, we'll be fine now.
Uh, Let me see here. Yep, so I did not get my little package today either from Charles. My Sweet Heat Starburst or Skittles. Unfortunately, it didn't come today. It's not supposed to come till tomorrow, but that's I was hoping it'd be today. Uh, Alberta pepper. Yeah, I killed it today. Chopped it up. Hmm. Yeah,
So,
can I have some memory fluid?
sure, memory fluid for everybody.
And Anthony, what's up, everybody? Hey, Anthony.
On that note, just PSA, everybody should know to remember to, fill up their computer with memory fluid. That way it doesn't run out and overheat. Don't do that. I don't care how you were going to go about doing that, just don't do that. It's not going to be good for your computer.
Yeah, well, you have liquid coolers on them now, so you could be putting in memory fluid.
Oh, I don't have electric coolers on my computer. All my computers are like 8 or 10 years old.
Yeah.
So if I can do this stuff live, you can do this stuff live. See, I've been watching South Main Auto too much. That's what he always says. Every time he fixes a car, he's like, if I can do it, you can do it.
Did you see what Chad just wrote?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. I meant to shout that out. If Chad gets to 500, which what the heck was the number just a minute ago? 593 when
Or
Yak Attack subscribed?
that was
493, I mean. But if he gets to 500, he's going to do the one chip challenge that he got from Dave.
yeah 193 with the Yak Attack subscribing. Walrus, when is the video? Or are you going to do a live stream? You could get on here and do a live stream with us. And yeah. Yep, Yak Attack says I was 493. It says thanks, Yak. So, Chad, you could join us. Oh, it's a possibility.
Possibly.
You know, when people say possibly, it's more of a it, there's a maybe in there, but it's more towards the negative side of maybe than the positive side. More of a chance of it not happening.
That's
But
because it's always like at the very end and it's Susan going, possibly next time.
uh, okay, so
Well, that's
Anthony
cool.
says 594.
I'm glad there's a lot of people that are already subscribed to Chad. Sweet.
Alberta Pepper, Pepper. If I could sub twice, I would.
Oh, and everybody do uh the comment thing at the end of your videos. Whenever you do a video at the very end, just say like, "Hey, everybody throw a comment down below and, go down there and subscribe to everybody, to a new person down there and find a new channel and stuff." And that's like, I don't know. I don't want to say that's how, but maybe that's how we all are already subscribed to each other. But that's a method and you're, welcome to steal it. Definitely. I didn't make it up. I don't know where I found it from, but I'm sure it wasn't my original idea. I just thought it was a good idea and said, heck with it. I'm going to add words at the end of my video.
Yeah.
Because I needed like a very long outro because, that's how you know you're successful on YouTube. And then I just went from there. I was like, oh, I gotta have a long outro because that's how you know you made it. And so I was like, all right, I'm just gonna do this and then this and this and this. And then I added that part in there. I was like, all right, this will make it even longer. Perfect. It'll at least be 5 sentences.
Oh, I think my outro is long enough. So why
Oh
don't you put
no.
it?
That's my challenge to myself. I want to make it longer and longer every time, but not forget anything within there. I'm pretty sure that I started off with like four. I forgot one and then added two and then forgot one and then like added another and forgot one. I'm pretty sure. I would have to go back and watch my original videos just to see if I actually did mess that up, but I really don't want to watch my own videos.
So the chat's being interesting right now. Chad said possibly, and he's getting encouragement from Eber and Brian, both saying I second that and I third that, and do it live on here. Uh huh. Uh huh. Uh huh.
Um, hmm. I was trying to think of I don't know, can anybody that's in the chat, can you get up with anybody else that you know that's on YouTube that watches YouTube or whatever and maybe they want to hop on and see that happen? Maybe they can get them up. I mean, 594 or I think it's 494. I
Yeah,
believe that was the
sure.
last number. So if we can get 6 more, I don't know, maybe that would be an incentive to get Chad on here live.
That'd be
I
funny.
mean, that's kind of a stretch, but I don't want to be like, oh, send your minions. But 494, yeah, that's what I figured.
Yeah, funny. Yeah.
But I don't know, long shot. I mean, we're already all subscribed to Chad. But let me see something here. Wait, no, I can't do that. Dang. because I'm on Google Hangouts. I don't think I could switch to my other channel and subscribe to Chad. Nah, that wouldn't be, you know,
Important. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, you can, but I'm
If
sure
YouTube
there's a
finds out
bunch of
about it,
people
you
like
get
that.
banned.
I'm sure there's a bunch of people like that that are my subscribers, but and I don't say that because I did it or anything, but it's got to happen. But nah, if it's not actually organic, it's not that cool. No, I know you were kidding. That was good though.
Yeah. So
I love
Chad
that.
says,
I love how you're like Johnny on the spot. Like I can fix this problem.
but yeah, Chad just says if I get there by Friday, I will. So that means there's only like 6 more to do. Hey, Alex,
Hey, what's up, Alex? Are you subscribed to Chad the Walrus?
I was just gonna say that myself. Hey, Aaron.
Hey, Aaron Hernandez, are you subscribed to Chad the Walrus? Currently, he's at 494, and we're all kind of trying to talk him to coming on live and doing the one chip challenge if he makes it to 500. Darn. See, we're all so interconnected. Alex is already subscribed.
Uh,
That was perfect timing. Oh, good point. Oh, you know what? Oh, I don't know. I don't know there, Yak. That kind of goes towards where Chad was saying I'll get there by Friday, meaning like I'll do the chip on Friday kind of thing, which might be a better thing for him actually, if he just did it on his own video, and then we could post that on Pepper Lovers, and then he could get to 600 rather than coming on here and I get views instead of him. But I mean, if he makes it 500.
well, he can take and record it on his site as well and post it to his channel as well. You know, that's what
Or
we do
if
with.
he makes it to 500 tonight, he could come on and do that chip. We could post this video on Pepper Lovers and get him to 600 by Friday, and then he could do the Crimson Blaze chips. Oh, I'm starting to see this puzzle working out.
Could you get a Crimson Blaze to him by then, though? That's
Oh,
day after
yeah.
tomorrow. 1 day shipping would probably be hard on Friday. But he's at
Oh, right. Yeah, it
495
is
now.
Wednesday.
He's at 495 now.
Dang.
I
5
just
more.
looked. Oh, I take that back. He's at 496 now.
Nice.
So somebody out there is watching and listening, and yeah, somebody, yeah, okay. So if he gets 500 by Friday, he'll do the challenge. Is it going to be? Yeah, I guess we'll wait and see. Oh, hey, Petty Donkey just showed up as well.
What's up?
Uh, that's yeah, Pepper Donkey. That's I forget who that is.
Sweet.
Oops, me and my big mouth. I swear I did not create another Gmail account. I believe you. That was from Yakatech. Paula says, "Hey, does anyone subscribe to Grit Magazine? I have 3 of my picks in the new issue on the seat starting article. Unfortunately, I don't myself." Eber says 496. Just saw it. Alex says, if he gets 500 tonight, he goes live tonight on his video.
That's awesome.
Because you can take and use OBS software and record the window, so it records everything, so you can put it on his channel if you wanted to. Like,
Chad, if you want to come on, all I got to do is either, I don't know, it could be as easy as me typing in, like adding you to the chat and like typing in your name, or I might need you to send me a message on Google Hangouts about with the email that you use to sign in to what you're using right now, whatever email that would be. It should work if I just type it in. If you want to come on, I can do that. It's only all I gotta do is like click a few buttons. What are you doing, Pitt?
it says 497.
Nice.
This is getting interesting.
He's in preparation mode. He's like, oh man, it's gonna happen. Whoops.
This is getting interesting.
Wait, what?
Is that a message from him?
No, no.
Okay.
That was a message from you. Apparently, I didn't pay attention to my phone like 30 minutes ago.
Yeah,
I never pay attention to my phone. I totally ignore that thing.
I
I was
know.
hearing people talk the other day, and they were like, "What if we told you like you couldn't be around your phone for 30 minutes?" And I'm like, I do that every day, like 6 times on end. Like, I don't care. I just set my phone down. I walk away from it. I have no clue. I come back. There's lights going off and all this stuff. And I missed calls and there's text messages and people are messaging me on Hangouts and stuff. I'm like, what the heck is going on?
Yeah, the other night I was working in the upstairs office and I needed some information off of this computer. So I came down and I'm doing my research, and it's like 3 hours later, and I went to check my phone for something. Oh, I left it upstairs. I didn't even notice it was gone. I don't do the Snapchat or anything else like that, so I'm not constantly looking at messages from thousands of people all day, every day. Uh-oh.
498, I see. Yeah, I don't really do any of all that other stuff. I used to do Twitter a lot, and to be perfectly honest, it was just such a weird social media experience.
I don't know anything about Twitter.
I'll be perfectly honest, it was great. It was fun. It was addicting, but ugh, nah. The only thing I really do is I have an Instagram. I don't really use it, but I have 2 pictures up. But I never take pictures. That's my problem. I always take video, but I never take pictures.
Yeah, if somebody wants to see what you look like, all they got to do is bring up this video and they can see, just perfect. Talk with you for 3 hours. Uh-oh.
4.99. Shots fired.
I was just going to say, open mouth with good intentions, and a few minutes later, insert foot. That didn't come out right, but you know what I mean.
I'm feeling really good about this one because normally it's like that sub for sub kind of thing. But, if people are running over and subbing to Chad, I mean, they're actually going to get good content. Whereas with a lot of the sub for sub things, I never got good content. Although I will say they didn't think I put out good content either. I lost a lot of subscribers. So, works both ways. Oh, man.
500 or 5,000?
5,000 would be great.
I'm gonna hit the
I see
restart
500.
button.
That is awesome.
Hey, Mr. Chad. Oops. Something here.
Oh, right. I always forget the chat's behind. or we're ahead, whatever it
Yeah,
is, like 20 seconds ahead or whatever.
yeah. There's a 20 to 30-second delay before they see what we say.
Yeah.
Yep. And Shannon Knight. Don't recognize that name. Hi, Shannon.
What's going
It says
on, Shannon?
500. Yak Attack. Yep. He is at 500.
Yeah,
So,
that's what I saw a minute ago.
type too fast. That's 500, though. All right. So, chat says switching to PC. Uh-oh.
Oh man. Hang on, let me click the add button here. Do this, whoops, this. Really?
Thanks, Charles. He says my shop is looking good. I'm rather pleased with how things are going. I decided to kind of jump it up a little bit and mix it up a little bit this week. So showed off a little more of the shop and the other plants going on. You know, just to say show that hey, and I don't just have peppers growing. That arrowhead is just huge. Only one other time if I had one that big. Yeah, it's a yeah. Well, it's a lounge area, so yeah. Uh, yeah. Charles says that's a big couch. Alex says, does Hangouts need a minimum PC requirements? I don't believe so too much. It's gonna, huh? I wonder. My computer that I'm using here is like 7 years old, and it runs just fine. It runs Hangouts just fine, um, where it won't run Minecraft right. So if that tells you something.
Chad, send me you on Hangouts, send me your email address that you use to log into Hangouts, whatever that is. So I'm typing in Chad the Walrus, it's not popping up, and I thought I remembered your email address, and I typed that in, it didn't pop it up, and then actually it popped up two random people, some chick named Carrie. So I don't know, I might want to look into that later. But but uh yeah. Anyway, no, wondering about PC requirements for Hangouts. My computers are like, I don't know, like 8, 9, 10 years old. They're like very old. I think they were both dual cores, and I believe they were 2.56, I think, gigahertz, dual core. I think a Pentium something and a, what is it, ATX or whatever the other generic brand is.
Yeah, I stopped paying attention to computer specs back in 2004. How did they get 3 gigs of RAM? Because normally you have to have matched pairs in it, so it should be two. They could have 1 gig dedicated to video. Forgot about that. Yeah, my PC upstairs has got an octa-core 3.6 gigahertz processors, 8 of them in it. Thing just flies. This one's got quad three somethings. I think. Not that it's important. He's typing in the address. All right, while you're doing that, I'm going to go let Murph out. I'll be right back.
So funny, I was like 2 letters off.
I believe it.
Like now it pops up. I put the last letter in of the email, and it's just like, oh, you mean this guy? The same guy that you've been typing in? Jeez, oh man. What is up with you? Oh wait, maybe I should have done that on. I don't know. Maybe now that we're live, it'll actually work. Because before it would only work when I would add people on my phone. Hey, look at that. It did pop up. No filter on my PC here. Maintenance privileges? What does that mean? No filter. Oh. Oh. Oh, okay. No, I got you now. That's pretty cool. Oh, and Chad, you are muted. I don't see a mic. Well, now maybe a camera, but you also have your microphone muted, which I believe is right on the main screen there, right? It's somewhere. I think bottom. Not hanging out with me, Pitbull. Alrighty. Chad says hold on, so I assume that means restart of the computer. Which, by the way, that's one of my tech tips. That's what I do every single time before I start a live stream. I restart the computer, and tonight I screwed up and I didn't reset the router and the modem. But I almost always do that before the live stream. Do Alex and Chad work together? I don't know. I don't think. Maybe. If they do, let's make up a story about it. Where do they work? And what kind of tricks do they play on the customers? What's going on, Chad?
Am I coming through?
Yeah.
So, what else do I need to do here?
I don't know. What else is he gonna do there, Rob?
What's what?
Just blame it on Rob.
Oh yeah, I did it.
Look at that chat room. It's Chad the Walrus. If you're
Hey,
in
everyone.
the chat and you're like, man, someday I might get on Revto's live stream. Look, dreams come true.
I am here.
Oh hi.
How you
Hey.
doing?
Are you on a phone or on PC?
PC.
Oh, not a very good connection.
Let me try to do something here. Weird. Is that better?
You're sounding good, better, I think.
Let me turn on the light.
But
I
the
always do
Christmas lights
that.
look so nice.
I always do that last.
There we go.
Nuts. He's always like, why is it so dark over there? I'm like, oh, yeah, I just didn't turn the light on yet.
I can do this. Actually, I don't look bad. Ah. The unboxing commence.
Oh, Chad, if you're watching the chat on the live stream, just mute that. That's where the delay is coming from.
Ah,
okay. Yeah, just listen to the live stream on Google Hangouts, and then you'll be in sync with us. And then everything else in the chat is like 20 or 30 seconds behind.
And if you don't even want to have the chat up, I usually read everything that's out there, which I'm sure you already know.
There we go.
I always make my Google Hangout smaller so I can just see the chat in the background.
Yeah, that was looking a lot better.
Yeah. All right.
Sweet. Well, how do you feel now that you hit 500 subs?
I can't believe how fast this is going.
That was sweet.
Yeah, it's been 2 weeks since I was trying to hit 300.
Cool.
Sweet.
Just got it.
You haven't even opened it, so we're going to have a live unboxing of it.
Have not even opened it yet. Miracle stuff. Got to go find a knife now.
Hmm. Yeah, Dave is really proficient at sending stuff out what he says he's going to do.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Now, since he walked away, I want to bring up a very special point. And this is to both Susan and Paula. See how easy it is? See how easy it is to get on? Just a few button clicks, type in an email address, and yeah.
Type in the entire email address. Like, it doesn't even care if you're like getting to yahoo.com or google.com or gmail.com or any, hotmail.com. It doesn't matter. Like, it still wants the CO, and then when you hit the M, then it's like, oh, you mean this person? It's
Next
that
time,
bad.
Next time you do that, try hitting the tab key to see if it'll autofill it.
Well, the problem is I'm taking it from Google Hangouts on my phone and typing it into the computer.
Yeah, but when you type it into the computer, sometimes if you hit tab, it'll autofill the rest of it. So I don't know. A lot of programs will do that. So maybe it will, and you can try it, but I don't know if it will or not. But and Charles says at this pace, Chad is going to catch you soon.
Hey, so here it is.
Yay!
And Dave was also kind enough to send me some
nice
chocolate caramel.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to try this out sometime too.
Make some of those chips.
Woo! This is I'm a little bit afraid of this. So
how
experienced? I heard this year it was a lot hotter than last year.
Whew. All right.
Yeah, what's the hottest thing you've ever eaten before?
I ate a fresh Carolina Reaper pod on a dare.
Okay.
It was enough.
This will be enough too.
I believe so. I'm also making a little video on my side here.
Oh, sweet.
Doing the hockey one chip challenge for everybody out there. This is it. Little danger zone here. Danger zone. I have nothing to drink in front of me. So it's going to be the real deal Holyfield.
Oh boy.
Don't know if I'm going to last the however long you're supposed to wait before you drink something, but we'll give it a shot. Why not?
5 minutes.
Oh, 5 minutes. Who's got the official time?
I'll time it.
Okay.
He's got his phone out, so.
All right. So I've
not as hot
opened
as
the package.
You're getting an encouragement here. So
Oh,
don't get freaked out. It's not that bad. It's not as hot as a fresh pod. I have to update the title of the Meetups video. Yeah. Well, I didn't drink anything for an hour, he says. So.
Okay,
right, this is
hour
what
it is.
Oh, that's looking pretty hard. Oh, look at the powder on that side.
Yeah, it's looking like something. Okay. Official Pocky One Chip Challenge. Here we go.
I started it as soon as I heard a crunch. That sounds good.
It's not until you take the first breath afterwards that it really hits you.
Oh.
And now it's building in my mouth. Yep. Here we go. It's not so bad. It's hot. I'm not going to lie. It's hot. Oh, hiccup. Here we go.
Oh, sweet. I love the hiccups.
Yep. I'm hicking up big. Ooh. Yeah. It's continuing to get hotter. Ooh. How much time has gone by?
1 minute.
What? Okay.
105, 6, 7, 8.
I think I can do it.
Oh, I know you could do it.
It's just hot.
Yeah, it's like I've said a bunch of times. It's like, like, oops, I took that acid or mushrooms or something. Oh, you just got to ride that thing out. Like, there's nothing you can do. Like,
Ride the wave.
you could pretend it's not happening, but it's happening.
Oh, it's sure happening in there.
You just got to love it while it happens.
Oh, there go the sinuses. Yep.
Yep, the sinuses are going. The eyes are welling up.
How are your ears?
Ears are doing okay.
Okay. Because so many people talk about the ears start hurting after a bit.
Oh, no, they
No,
pop.
nothing like that.
Yeah,
It's just
pop.
right. The roof of my mouth is really hot. But it's not a bad chip.
Yeah, Packy makes some pretty decent chips.
Yeah. Got the, nose is running.
Those ghost pepper chips, they're pretty decent.
Yeah, I was eating those ghost pepper chips the other night. I couldn't get enough of them. I just kept eating them.
Yep, with, dang it.
Yep, the tears are rolling down my face now.
Who's the girl that was eating the chips with you?
Yeah, that's my daughter-in-law,
And
Captain Bella. I think she had 2. And that was enough. She said, I'm done. What's that time say?
3 minutes.
Yeah, it's that's a good chip. It's hot. I'm interested to see how hot the Crimson Blaze is. If they say it's hotter than this, I'd be down for it.
That's what I've heard.
Maybe it's 600.
Well, that'll be next week, so that'll be perfect.
At the rate I've been going, yeah. I'll wipe my tears off. Why?
336.
Doing good. What is it? Yeah.
330.
I can handle it now. I don't think I even need a drink.
That's what I'm
Tongue's a
talking
little hot,
about.
but other than that, things are kind of, I'm riding it out.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Like once you hit a certain point, it's I mean, well, first off, like drinking anything never makes it better. You know,
Doesn't
it
make it
does.
better.
It makes it fine for like a split second, and then it goes right back to the burn. But
Right back to the burn.
yeah, so you're better off like not even tricking yourself. Just ride that out because the harder it hits you, the more when it drops off, you notice.
Once that milk leaves your mouth,
Yeah.
it's done. You're back at the heat.
Well, I've
Yeah.
never tried milk.
Yeah.
Well, I
It
don't.
actually kind of cools it down, but as soon as you swallow it, the heat's back. So
Yeah, I don't like milk, so I pretty much never have
I
milk.
had to switch to almond milk. I'm becoming lactose intolerant.
Oh, that sucks.
No fun.
Well, I was gonna say like I don't really like milk, so I don't have milk, but I can go in my fridge right now and show you milk. Just I wanted mashed potatoes this week. I bought potatoes and milk and butter. And that's 5 minutes right there.
Woohoo! Did it! Accomplished it.
5:05, 6.
Sweet.
All right. Well, thank you out there for watching me. I'm going to finish up my video real quick. And be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Throw down if you want to try this one day. It is hot, I'm not going to lie. But as always, make today the best you can just by you being a part of it. Happy trails, everyone. All right. My video's over.
That's a twofer right there, man.
Yeah.
On the live stream, you got a video done.
Woo. Yeah.
Make It Wayne is asking for personal cell phone numbers. So send messages through Google Hangouts or PLC. And you can have mine if you want it. Yeah. Eber says, drink some liquor. Not. Nope. Drink gallons a week.
No liquor, no soda. Actually, I'll just sit here for a while. It's doing just fine.
Paula's applauding you and saying, way to go.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, sweet. I just got a message on Google Plus that Rob Z's following me.
I had to get the thing to come up. That's what I was saying before.
So what else is on the agenda?
Well, I want to know if the endorphins are kicking in yet.
I'm feeling pretty good.
Okay, good.
Feeling pretty happy over here. Oh, coughed and that burnt real bad.
Yeah, just don't.
Wow. Coughing is not fun. Whew.
Don't belch. It'll come right back up.
No, I'll be good.
Yak Attack says, congrats on 500 subs. Brian says, great job. Charles says, awesome. Eva says, some fireball. I don't know what that emoticon is, but looks interesting. Looks like the cheeks are all red, like it's, yeah. So, Chad, whereabouts are you from? I forget.
Indiana.
Indiana. South Central Indiana.
Okay. So you're not pushing the real hard cold or anything like that down there?
No, I've got some seeds planted indoors right now, and they're being stubborn. I've got them on a heat mat and everything, but they're not sprouted yet. So I'm wondering if it's just a little too chilly.
It might be. I know I have some that haven't come up yet, and it's been it's been coming up on 2 weeks, I think.
Oh, mine have only been in for a week, so I'll give it time.
Yeah. Batman subscribed to Chad.
Sweet.
Thank you, Batman.
Hear those endorphins.
Yep. It's hitting, man. Feels good over here.
I'll admit it. I don't think I could ever do that, especially with the finesse that you're pulling it off with, and well, Batman too, with how he pulled it off. I mean, you guys way outclassed me by a long ways.
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. You missed a live stream yesterday. It was what is it? N and J pepper tests on YouTube. They did yesterday the toe of Satan, which is like an extract lollipop type thing that's like 9 million Scoville, and they put the source or the source on there. What it's some like crazy extract, and they did that for one of them did it for like 5 something, and the other guy did it for like 11 minutes and a half or something like that. So yeah, Dave got challenged to do it, and Dave was like, "Hey, Rev, why don't you do it with me?" And I was like, I was talking to Rob, and he was telling me that he really wanted to do it, so like I totally volunteered you for it. It's only 9 million Scoville. It's cool.
Yeah, chump change.
I was like,
Hey,
Rob was just.
changing the subject here. Good night, Eber.
I
It
was
says
like,
got
Rob
away.
was just telling me the other day he wanted to do that.
Yeah, and your fantasy dreams that mm-hmm. Hey, wait a minute. I just said yes. You heard that in your yeah. No, no. Hi, how you doing?
Doing
I don't
good.
think. Oh, I've had part of a dried reaper, and I have reaper powder in my cupboard, but you know, it's nowhere near what's on one of those chips, and it just lights me up. I can't. No.
Yeah, this was about as hot as the Reaper powder that I put on that pizza the other day.
So great. Oh, and there's a multiplier effect when you put it with tomato sauce because the acidity of the tomato adds to the burn of whatever pepper. So you could put habanero on there, and that I could like feel like Reaper. So if you put
And I had
Reaper
that
on
fresh
there, you
habanero too.
feel like extract or something.
Ryan Huff says the source. I was there as well, Rev. I wonder if he's talking about the video that you were just talking about.
Yeah, the live stream.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Missed it, Rob.
I missed it. Some people have to work most of the time.
Oh, right. Yeah, that thing.
Yeah.
What the heck? Like, what, why do you have to work? Like, what are you doing with all your YouTube money? What are you out buying boats and like Dodge Challengers and
Um, YouTube money? Nobody has ever seen an ad on one of my videos because I haven't monetized them
you
yet.
should.
Yet.
You should. You watch your videos and you'd be like, "Oh, look at that! I got 2 views." Like when I was starting off, I'd be like, "Oh, look at that! I got 2 views. I got 4 views. I got 7 views." And then like a week later, I'd look at one of them and it's like 2,000 views. What the heck happened there? Why did people watch that? Exactly, Alex.
Use the YouTube money on
Yeah,
his
and that
computer
freaking
upstairs for
microphone
gaming.
he's got and everything. It's like $180 microphone. I got this one $20 on Amazon.
My microphone that I have here was only 32.
No, we're talking about your gaming microphone. That was like $180.
130, but that's beside the point.
What's the name of it?
A Blue Yeti.
Yeah, and
Edition.
who makes the best coolers in the world? Yeti.
Okay.
There's conspiracy going on. Why does Yeti keep making the best things? Just saying.
Yeah, talking about my gaming chair that I never use. Uh-huh. I just messed my camera up. All right, still messed it up. I don't use my gaming chair because it's not comfortable. I have a Serta memory foam one that's I sit on that is a lot more comfortable than that gaming chair.
Gotta let the dog in.
At least the dog tells you when he's got to be let in. Murph will just stand at the door and look at it like.
Oh, mine will tell me. Mine is one of the funniest dogs to ever tell you that they got to go outside. She's kind of like, she'll get off the couch and like stretch and everything, and then she'll just kind of like do like a circle around next to you, and you're like, oh, what the heck are you doing? And she'll just look at you and just start going like, grrr. I'm like, what? And she'll be like, grrr. I'm like, what? And she's just like, grrr. I'm like, what? And then she'll actually bark at me. And I'm like, what? Do you want to go outside or something? And she just starts prancing up and down and like does a lap around the coffee table. And like, it's the funniest thing ever. I'm like, oh, do you really like sometimes I'll drag it out. I'm like, you really want to go out? You really want to go out? And she'll just like do a couple laps around the coffee table and, you know, get some dog exercise in. Then I let her out and she goes and barks at things that aren't out there. But every once in a while, she runs out there, and like as soon as she gets out, she'll take 2 steps and look, and then she'll just bark like really loud, and it'll echo through the woods. She'll be like, "Bark!" And then like all of a sudden, you'll just see like above, like where the above ground pool is, you'll just see this ear pop up, or like 2 ears pop up, and there's like 4 or 5 deer like bedded down right behind my or above ground pool, and then they all go running off, and she barks at them. And they never get to play, which is what you wanted to do in the first place.
Yak Attack is saying, what kind of dogs do you guys have? I have a Puggle and Cavalier King Charles Spaniel. I don't know what a Puggle is.
That'd be a pug and a...
Beagle?
What would be the uggle? Like an ugly dog?
Beagle? Murph is
Oh, bugle. So a pug and a bugle. Or a beagle. Bugle. I was close on that one. Pug and a beagle. All right, I win.
Yeah. My dog is a Springer Spaniel Beagle.
cool.
He's right here.
Oh, he's a big guy. Hey, he's got some size to him.
Mine's sleeping on my my chair. And she's a I don't think there's an actual classification as a red nose, but she's a pit bull. American Pit Bull Terrier.
This is Mr. Murphy. He's a cross between a Brussels Terrier and a poodle. He weighs a whole 8.5 pounds. And right now he's saying, what are you doing to me? Aren't you? I expect him to try and jump down any second here.
Murphy. Murphy. Murph. Murph.
It's looking for you.
I hear it. It's coming from somewhere. Where's that coming from? Hey, Murph.
Give me your back paws. Okay, give me your front paws. There he is.
The size of those paws, those things are tiny.
Yeah. Everything on him is tiny. You know, whole 8.5 pounds. Alex says, today on the Pepper live stream, we have a dog show.
And my dog's passed out. I don't know what she's doing.
Well, Murph was until I picked him up.
Yeah, I don't want to pick my dog up. She's like 65 pounds. for a pit bull, she's kind of on like the real heavy scale.
Yeah, more if I can pick him up with one hand and go, this is him. He doesn't like it when they do that, but right now he's contemplating his escape.
That's what I'll be able to do tomorrow. My parents will be rolling in for Christmas, and they're going to bring their little Yorkie. So who knows? Throw a thumbs up if you want to see a pit bull and Yorkie video. And if you want to see one right now, I've already got them live on my channel. I've done like 4 or 5 of them.
Yeah, and each one, the last couple I've seen were pretty good. Alex says, be right back. Back to work to move some snow. That doesn't sound like fun.
Oh man, hurry up and get back. I want to know what you do to work or for work. Are you like operating like a snow plow? Like you're on your phone watching the live stream and you're like, oh man, I got to plow this street because the snow's building up, or something like that,
And we were supposed to get.
or or is that like, oh wait, no, if it's drug lingo, I don't want to know.
No.
Yeah, I don't want to know about that. Like, don't fess up on that. Just let that question go. But
No. They've been saying for the last week that we were supposed to get a snowstorm starting tonight and into tomorrow with a foot of snow. Now they've gotten it down to, flurries, maybe.
yeah, there was nothing on the road today on your update video.
It's because Monday it got up to 50 degrees. There's hardly any snow anywhere around here. Yesterday was in the 40s, and today it got to about 20.
Today it was 60.
Yeah.
I think it's 50 right now.
When I came home at 7:15, it was 17 degrees
Jeez,
with a high wind chill. I don't. It's windy tonight. You can feel it coming through the house. Now let's find out. Okay, Alex says, I'm maintenance in a steel fab shop. I have to get on the front end loader and put snow out back. Okay. And Charles says it was 80 here today. Yeah, it was 80 here.
Awesome.
Okay,
So
according to the Weather Channel, it's 22 here right now with a wind chill of 13.
oh wait, yeah, I just looked at that a minute ago. Mine
And for
was
Yakutek, I live in Shelby County. So you said you live in the Indianapolis suburbs. We may have to, I don't know, do something sometime. Not that far away, about 35 minutes.
Cool.
16. It's 51 here right now.
It's 51.
Or
At
wait,
least Alex got us beat at 16.
yeah, 51. 16. Ouch. I did a video the other day and it was like 50 degrees out, and I said that in the video, and Troll was like, yeah, 50 degrees, that sucks. It was 5 degrees Fahrenheit today while I was doing a video out in my shed. And I'm like, yeah, if you do the Canadian to US conversion, like that's kind of the exact same thing.
Yeah, no. Yeah, when you were doing that video, you could tell you were uh, shaking all over the place.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, it'd probably help if I would like put socks on or something, but I still haven't done that. Or no, I'm sorry, I did that one time this year. Like it was like a week ago or something. It was like, 30, whatever that frost was that happened that night. I was like, all right, gonna have to go ahead and put socks on. But I haven't done it since.
Okay, Shannon Knight says Owen CO. Is that Owen County or Owen, Colorado?
Owen County, that's here in Indiana too.
Huh. So 3 of you right in that same general area.
Nice.
He says thanks. Yak Attack, I'm northern suburb, but still less than 1 hour away. Send hangout message.
That'd
Cool.
be pretty cool. Look at this.
Well, like
We're doing a collaboration video.
Brendan Picante, he lives about 105, 110 miles from me. And we got together for the Pepper meetup, and that was pretty cool. Meeting somebody else that is quote unquote famous. Haha, joke, joke. I'm not famous, so I'm not putting myself in that category. But yeah,
Famous? Who wants to be famous?
you know,
I'd want to be rich. I don't want to be famous. I want to be that rich guy that nobody could point out ever. But no, you know who is closest to me? Dave. Or wait, no. Actually, it's a toss up between Dave and Tori Williams. I don't think Tori Williams puts out a lot of videos, but he has. Where the heck you been, Tori? Missing your videos on your dogs and your peppers. But they're about the same distance from me.
yeah, Charles says Dave. What is that, 12 miles
12 miles.
between Charles and Dave? Don't they both live right in West Virginia there? Am I mistaken?
Yeah, I didn't think it was Charles. Thought it was wait, was it
Give it
Alex?
30 seconds, I'll get corrected. He was on here, Tori. Or on here once, Tori.
Well, I meant like on YouTube. Because he usually would like put out videos all the time, and then like I only saw, I don't know, like 4 pepper videos from him this year. And he breeds pit bulls, so I saw like 4 or 5 videos about that too.
Oh, it's Brian that lives close to Dave. I'm sorry. So, Chad, how's the mouth?
It's just fine now.
Now, the next bigger question is, how's the stomach?
It's fine.
Any
I
rumbling?
eat hot stuff every day, so I'm kind of used to it.
I eat hot stuff every day, but not Reaper hot.
Uh,
Like tonight, I had a pizza with Nate's Rush on it. That was pretty tasty. Although I'll never make another turkey pizza as long as I live, because that was pretty bad.
Pizza, gross.
I knew you were going to say that. Something along those lines. Now, Charles says, told you it wasn't that bad. You watch all of these people that try it and they're just flipping out. So I have
love like the
a lot of respect.
newscasters and stuff.
Yeah. I have a lot of respect for somebody who can do that and take it and do it like you just did. That's, yeah.
well, thank you.
You heard it here. Anybody in the chat that would love to send Rob the 1 chip challenge, he pretty much accepts because he is all about it. So yeah, if you want to do that, make sure you do that and maybe private message me. I'll give you his address.
Well, the positive thing with that statement, though, is those chips are hard to find and rather
expensive.
Yeah. And it'd be kind of a waste to go and buy one of those chips and have it get lost in the mail. Doing the shifty eyes, you know? Yak Attack says, FYI, I am Chuck Howard on Pepper Lovers. Okay. Cool.
Go with Dave's Crimson Chip.
Chad, are you going to request a couple of those from Dave?
Yeah, I probably will.
Ooh.
Who knows? In a few days, I'll hit 600 and I'll need it.
Ooh.
Oh. Well, I was surprised to see King eat the crimson chip and then go and eat the second one before it hit him.
Uh, I don't know if I could have done 2 back to back like that.
Well, you might as well. I mean, it's only going to be so hot.
That's true.
I mean, you know, I don't mean like oh, it won't be that bad, but I mean, it's only going to be so much a little bit more worse than it already is. So, what the heck? Go for the glory. Like, I'm going for the YouTube hits. Just keep shoving them in.
Charles says, just don't do 2 tablespoons of Exarasco and 2 tablespoons of Last Dab within 15 minutes. I don't
Hey,
think
did
they'd
Charles
want to
get,
do 1 tablespoon within a day.
did you get the last stab and I missed that, Charles?
Brian says, Rev, I have his address to, I can see, fall of 2018. Rev having 1 cent that he has to sign for, so I will know he got it. Laughing out loud.
There you go.
Ah,
Challenge
oh boy.
issued.
Oh boy.
So the guy who gave me the Reaper powder is sending me a sauce. He calls it Triple X. It's red Savannah habaneros with pineapple orange ghosts and a drop of flashbang concentrate.
Ouch.
Oh,
Yeah, supposed to be getting that sometime this weekend.
Yeah, there's a bar and grill here that does hot wings, and they have a hot wing sauce that's not on the menu, and it's their normal hottest sauce with 1 drop of devil's blood in it in a gallon, and most people can't finish that. That's why they don't have it on the menu because they don't like to make it all that much. The guys, when they put it into the buckets to mix it up, have to put a face mask on. Otherwise, it just knocks them away. Yeah, no. They have an initiation where they take and dip a toothpick 1/8 of an inch into it, and you have to suck on it for half a minute in order to be accepted as part of the cooking crew there. Just smelling it from, arm's length away or a little more makes your eyes water. It's all that's fun stuff in life.
Yeah.
Oh,
We lost Rev.
yeah, he probably had to head for the bathroom. At least I say I'll be right back. Most of the time, not all the time, but most of the time.
Keep reaching down to pet my dog.
Well, that works. I've had to sleep back in the corner behind me. He's got a bed back there and up on the under the window behind me too. And he just chooses that one because it's easier to get into. He's got really bad arthritis. He doesn't look it, but he's 13 years old.
My dog's 2. He's still got a lot of puppy in him.
When I bring Murph down to the shop, his puppy comes out and he runs around and runs around and runs around and just doesn't stop. But then we come home and he goes to sleep. I don't blame him there. So, with the video you just did today, what's next on the agenda? What's your next video going to be?
Well, if the weather stays cold, I'm going to be doing an ice fishing video soon. But we'd get 2 or 3 days of cold weather, and then it would spike up to like 40 degrees. So the ice didn't ever get thick enough to go out on. But hopefully with this next cold snap, I'll get out to do some ice fishing.
Cool. What was it? Monday? No, it was yesterday morning. I was walking out to my truck to go down to the shop, and the neighbor was outside getting his fishing gear ready because he was heading out to go ice fishing yesterday. I didn't talk to him afterward to find out if he caught anything, but apparently it's one of the ponds somewhere here. Somebody decided that it would be a good idea to let some koi's loose. And yeah, you can now fish for them, or normally you can't.
Nice.
But yeah, they're what 14 inches long now, so they're starting to eat the food that all the other fish do.
I've never been ice fishing.
Chuck says he grew up in Minnesota, loved ice fishing. Whereabouts in Minnesota?
Yeah, I've seen a lot of ice, but I've never drilled a hole in it and went fishing. I mean, I grew up in Pittsburgh, so, well, technically Pittsburgh all the way up to Erie, because, well, technically all over Western Pennsylvania, the western half of Pennsylvania, everywhere. Like, well, I don't know, even like part of Ohio into West Virginia, Virginia into North Carolina, up into New York, and all that stuff.
Chuck, I know where Shoreview is. I'm only about 130 miles southwest of there.
Man, that's like you could throw a ball and hit that.
Well, that's where he used to live, but Brendan could take and use a slingshot and hit Shoreview possibly.
Which Brendan might be on sometime. Troll is trying to get him on, but he gets up like I think 4:30 in the morning, so late at night is not good time for him.
Where am I? I'm between Mankato and Sleepy Eye. And yes, there really is a city called Sleepy Eye.
I was gonna point that out.
Well, there's also Walnut Grove too.
Let me guess. You also have a Mount Pleasant, and you've got a what's the other one? There's like 2 cities. Every time I go from here to Pennsylvania, it's like 5 states, and every state has at least one Mount Pleasant. Springfield. I believe there's a Springfield in every
yeah, Springfield's about 40 miles from here. Jack says my uncle was from Sleepy Eye. Yeah, that's not far from here. Anthony says, you know how much I love you guys, ... I'm on the road to Louisiana, tuning in still. That's cool.
I hope we're making the road a little bit better.
A little more entertaining. At least hopefully
that would be
the video
perfect.
isn't done.
That'd be perfect for the road, though. It's just like a podcast. Like, you don't have to look at it. You could just set it there or like plug it into the speakers, and that would be just as good as, watching.
Mm-hmm.
Watch the road, but listen.
But if you're driving, you shouldn't be texting.
I don't think he was texting. I believe that's technically messaging, so or chatting. So I don't think that counts. I believe that's a technicality there. Not only that, but you just hit the little speaker thing, and then you just talk into your phone while you're not looking at it, while you're paying attention to the road, and it will fill it in for you. And you just kind of like glance at it and like, okay, I think that was it. That's why I think like all these people, like every time you ever see like, oh, I meant to say this, like that's why they're driving and they want to be with you, but they want to like leave a message, but they didn't they just glanced at it. They didn't look at it and actually read it. They're like, I think that's the gist. And then like they look at it again and they're like, oh wait, No, why did it say barking? I meant speaking.
Yeah, voice to text. Charles says I did that driving home work once, listening.
That's cool.
And Chuck says Skull Vikings. Oh, voice text. So Chad, you need to speak up more.
Oh, sorry. I was working on my other video.
Oh, I was thinking you're the guest tonight, so you gotta like take the floor some
Uh,
at least some
well,
days.
I had the floor there for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I'm
won't
used
argue
to
that.
just being on my phone listening to you guys and laughing along. So it's kind of a really different experience being actually on the channel where people can see me and stuff. I appreciate the invite. This was fun.
Hey, anytime. We're
Yeah, I
here
can have
every
fun too,
Monday and
though.
Wednesday, except for like next week and the week after that. We won't be here Monday or Monday. And I'm not
Every
sure
Monday or
about
Wednesday, except for
Wednesday.
the next 2 weeks, sucker.
Yeah, people are gonna go through withdrawal, so they'll just have to tune in on Wednesday
Yeah,
if we're
I'll
here.
just have to watch more of the videos we've already posted.
I might pop on live by myself, just little here and there kind of videos. But as far as
Hmm.
an organized video, no, I don't think any of those are going to happen.
Yeah.
Although Dave was telling me he wants to go live tomorrow night, so that might happen.
Providing you get your package.
Well, he said that's what he texted me. He said that it'll be here tomorrow. So, and I was like, "Well, do you want to go live, or do you just want to give it a few days?" And he's like, "Oh, tomorrow will be great." I would love that so much, which really worries me. Yeah,
Yeah,
we can
I'll
do it.
eventually have to make a video with my new powder here. Make something with it.
Do the
Try to just treat
chips.
it like it is. Well, that's what I did when I got the King's Mix and Nate's Rush. Sprinkled some on a paper towel and popped it right in my mouth, and yeah.
It's a
All right. Well, I
possibility.
guess Charles just went ahead and solidified it. So I guess tomorrow we're going live. Oh man. All right. So I guess we're going live tomorrow. Hey, Chad, if you want to come on tomorrow, I don't know exactly what time we're gonna start because I know my parents are coming in, so that's gonna be a lot of noise when they come in. My dog barking and all that stuff. But maybe we'll back it up like an hour or two, but I don't know. You're welcome to come on. You're welcome to come on anytime we're going live, Chad, by the way. So
Thank you.
yeah, I mean, at any time.
Today's was our last day of school. I have to work a little bit in the office tomorrow, but then I'm off for a little while, so don't have to
Sweet.
wake up super early.
Sweet. Well, just in time for we're gonna stop doing a bunch of live streams. So
That's the way it works.
but no, if you see me hop on, like if I'm gonna just do like a solo live stream or whatever, if you see me hop on, by all means, man, I'll throw you on.
Well, I've got the bell for the notification squad, so
Sweet.
I'll be knowing when
That's
you hop on.
that's how you find out if any of us are going live. Hit that little bell next to the subscribe thing.
Yeah.
And I should have my package tomorrow as well, which isn't going to be nearly as hot as your packages are going to be. But
Oh, I hope it is.
Yeah.
that's my New Year's resolution. Be on RevToast TV. Well, you can come on anytime.
Yeah. Anybody's welcome on. That's why there's so many wrenches. As long as I know who you are and you've been interacting for a while, then you get a wrench. And whenever you get a wrench, that is my permission for you to go ahead and advertise for your own YouTube channel on my YouTube channel. Like, go ahead. Let everybody know what your YouTube channel is. If they can't figure out that if you click the 3 little dots beside your chat and just click it and it'll say like go to channel, they can subscribe. You can put a link to your channel in there. That way it'd make it that much easier. They could just click it and bang. Now they can subscribe to you.
I think everybody here subscribed to me tonight.
If you state
Including
your channel name, then people will hear it in the view afterward. So your YouTube channel is,
Oh, you're waiting on me?
yes.
Chad the Walrus. Just
Sorry,
what my name is.
I think I laughed at the same time you were saying it. So just for clarity purposes, I'll keep my mouth shut this time.
My YouTube channel is called Chad the Walrus, and I eat hot and spicy food. I work on my farm. I fish. I play guitar. I sing. All kinds of different stuff. There you go.
and everybody should subscribe up. I've been subscribed to Chad since I believe I was trying to figure this out earlier because I was like I actually was like I don't know why, but I was thinking about the live stream and for some reason I was thinking Chad was there and I was just gonna promote his channel and I'm like I've been subscribed to Chad since I'm like well, wait when was that? I think it was like
You were
57 subscribers
you
or
were
like
there when I was
49.
around 50. Yeah,
Yeah, it was something real low. It was double digits.
yeah. Long time supporter.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Wish I'd have thought back then, like, hey, a good way to like, get ahead with YouTube is subscribe other people, like promote other people and then they will promote you and, like blah, 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 blah. Wish I would have thought of that a lot earlier.
Chad, did you see this message from Brian? It says, Chad, I have the chocolate caramel and the crimson blaze. You need to be very gentle with that at first.
Oh, no, I don't have the chat pulled up here. I was looking at it on my phone, but my battery's dying on that. So I will definitely take it slow and careful. I will not take a big spoonful of it and shove it in my mouth.
That would be a good idea. Yeah, I haven't heard too much about the chocolate caramel other than it's really good, but if you're saying be very gentle with it at first, yeah, learn how warm it is.
Chocolate caramel.
And Paula threw up a link to her Instagram, so make sure you subscribe to her Instagram.
Well, I have to take and copy that link off and put it in the thing so you can copy it into the description later.
Oh, yeah, sweet.
And here comes another one. There it is. Charles says, cool, Chad. Or you can go my route and liberally coat the chips.
If I can get Captain Bella to come back over for some hot stuff, I'll coat a chip with it and see if she can tolerate it.
Make sure she brings the penguin suit. That was the funniest part of the entire thing.
That's actually her pajamas. That's what she wears to bed every night.
That's too great.
Anthony says it's really good, but it is hot. So yeah. And lots of people wear penguin suits and leopard suits and lion suits and that kind of stuff to bed.
Well, not many penguin suits, but usually that would be like, like actual suit and tie or tuxedo or
Yeah.
that penguin suit.
Yeah, I don't know the question for Chuck here. Which is hotter, Crimson Blaze or Chocolate Caramel? I have both being sent to me as we speak.
Nice.
So, no. I was just going to say, you could Well, Chad, if you were to try a small amount of chocolate caramel, you could say if it was hotter than the hockey chip you just had, or if it was weaker. If it's weaker, then you know the Crimson Blaze is hotter because the Crimson Blaze is supposed to be those chips are supposed to be hotter than the hockey chip.
I don't know, Rob.
Nice try.
I'm just gonna go on a limb and say like, hey Rob, karma sucks and there's a
Yes, it
box in the
does.
mail coming to you and like there's gonna be a lot of requests coming in tomorrow. So I don't know. Maybe maybe sometimes you leave a sleeping dog lie or
But I just asked a simple question. I
oh,
didn't
I'm
say.
sure there's gonna be a lot of questions rolling in tomorrow. Like, what else is in the box, Rob? Maybe you should try that. I bet you can't do 4 of them. I'm just saying. I mean, you can keep on this trajectory, but
About
I'm
what
just
time tomorrow? I'll hop on and create some peer pressure.
see karma's building.
I,
Oh, that's
I,
great.
okay, I hear. Merchant says you gotta go out. I'll be right back.
Oh wait, no, you're absolutely. There's nothing to worry about. Charles says Rob has nothing to worry about. Fine, I feel better already. Oh man. Tomorrow is going to be interesting, apparently.
Hey, buddy.
What time would anybody like to see us go live tomorrow? See some requests in the chat. Pretty sure we're not going to get any requests from England, France, Eastern Europe, anything like that, because they're probably all sleeping. But you are over there, Ola, ciao, privyet. I don't know. I'm out of languages that I pretend to understand. Just right back to Charles's comment about Rob has nothing to worry about. That makes me feel so good inside. I don't know why. Oh wait, no, I know why, because I'm pretty sure Rob's got something to worry about.
Good call.
That's gonna be awesome. That's no fair. I can't pet a dog. Mine's over there, like sleeping on my chair. Hey.
Mine is telling me to go to bed. He likes to lay at the foot of my bed when I'm asleep. And he was giving me all kinds of heck over here trying to get me to get going.
Oh, if you need to take off, we'll go for it, man. I mean, you said you got to go to work tomorrow, and then it's all
Yeah,
vacation
tomorrow's the
time.
last day, so
Yeah, if you gotta head off, take off.
yeah.
You know we're gonna be live tomorrow. You're welcome to come on. And Rob apparently is gonna eat something hot, so this is gonna be
Yes.
good. And
Yeah,
if you can't come on, you at least have to be in the chat going, I bet you could eat it. Like I would have done that.
I'd have done 2 of them.
Exactly. Encourage them. Like I said, karma.
Ooh, he's just making all kinds of noise at me.
Normally it's my dog making all the weird noises, snoring and
Yeah. When he's ready for bed, he's ready for bed. Well, I appreciate you guys having me on. I might see you tomorrow night.
all right. Well,
I
appreciate
don't
you
know how
being
to
on.
get
Like I said, anytime I'm live, you're welcome on.
Appreciate it.
Not a problem.
All right.
Hope we get to like 1,000 subscribers in about a week or 2.
There we go. Take care, guys.
All right, take it easy. That was Chad the Walrus, everybody. Make sure if you're not subscribed, I don't know if anybody new popped in here in the meantime, but make sure you go subscribe to Chad the Walrus. That's who was just with us. And as you can see, it was cool. So obviously, you should subscribe to his channel and give him tons of thumbs up and comments and all that stuff on his videos and all that stuff. So where did I miss out on the chat here? It's hard to say which is hotter. Wait, I missed something. Which is hotter, Crimson Blaze or Chocolate Caramel? Both but anyway, it's hard to say which one's hotter. Brian says this. It's hard to say which one's hotter. Brian Huff, by the way, if you HUFF, if you're watching this in the aftermath and you want to subscribe up to Brian Huff, BRYANHUFF. He said it's hard to say which one's hotter. I've used both, but the size of the holes in the container, it's hard to tell how much you're putting on. But they're both pretty warm. They usually say chocolate anything is usually a lot hotter. I
Yep.
don't know if I go with that, but it's, in my opinion, chocolate anything is usually more bitter. So I don't know if that will help any, but I don't know. Brian, am I correct with that? Am I maybe, I don't know. I've never tried either one, the Crimson Blaze or the chocolate caramel. So I don't know, but in my experience with pods, chocolate habanero, chocolate. Oh, what the heck was it? Chocolate habanero, chocolate. I don't know. Look at my last video or my past videos, and you'll find out when I ate a chocolate pod.
Well, I know the MOA Scotch bonnet and the chocolate Scotch bonnets. The chocolate is hotter than the regular MOA.
Yeah, well, that's usually the way it is. I think it's like orange is the least hottest, then red, then
I have no clue.
yeah, I think it's orange, red, and then chocolate. I think all the other ones are mixed up in between, like peach and well, whatever other one, because peach I believe is like red and orange mixed together or something like that, or I don't know. I don't know. I'm not an expert. I just pretend to be one on a live stream.
And Chuck says, I will do 2 Crimson Blaze chips at the same time live if they are sent to me. Ooh. Brian says, they posted a video on how to make them. It's pretty easy. Look at Growing at Home and WV on YouTube. You will find his video. Yeah, it is pretty easy to make them. I didn't notice it being bitter, just hot. Says Brian.
Which goes with the MO. Because I mean, if I got that correct, I believe it's like orange is like the least hot of a, like we'll just take habanero. Like orange habanero, that's the least hot. Red habanero, which would be like red Savina or something, that would be like your medium hot. And then chocolate habanero would be the most hot. That being said, I don't know. I never had red Savina, but the orange habanero and chocolate, they were around the same. I mean, maybe I grew them wrong. That has everything to do with your heat level. But maybe I grew them wrong, but I don't know.
Little too much stress there, Rev. Little too much stress.
Oh, I do a lot of stress on my peppers. Well, yeah, well, I want to take that claim, but I do until I actually put them in totes. Then they're fine.
Then they do what they want.
Yeah, well, they have adequate water. Prior to that, I just don't water them until they're like all limped over and like looking like they're gonna die. And
Brian says, when you get your bottles, take the plastic wrap off, unscrew the lid, do not lean in and smell it. Blow off the top first. If you do, it's very fine and you will get a nose full. I did that with ghost pepper one time. Yeah, I'm not going to do that
breathe
again.
it in.
Yeah, I got a small tin of ghost pepper powder in the mail, and I take the top off, and I wanted to see what it smelled like, so I went and sniffed it. Yeah, that was an experience. We'll just leave it at that. Because never do that again. Dum dum.
Yeah, I don't ever remember doing anything weird like that. Like you sent me pepper powders. I don't ever remember like opening them up like, oh, let me sniff them. Like I know I like opened them up and just kind of like held them away like a foot or two, and I was like, oh, I can smell it from here. But I never like put the bag to my nose and was like, ah, maybe I'll just like take a whiff.
Yeah, I have these bins sitting in the shop. If you knew what you were looking at, you'd see it in the videos. But they sit across the top of this one rack, the little blue 4-inch bins that are just filled with powder. And somebody will say, "Well, can I get some powder?" And I'll take and put all 5 bins on the counter and let them pick out what they want. And invariably, the first time anybody ever sees it, they pick up a pack, look at it, and they start bringing it up to smell it. Stop! You don't want to do that. Ah, I have one of Dave's bottles show the holes
In the
um, in the top. All right.
top. Red Savina from I can never say that. Jersey Shore was quite hot. Yeah, that's where I learned of a Red Savina was from Jay.
Yep. There's the holes.
That's some pretty big holes.
Yep.
That's some good shaker powder or shaker action there.
Yeah, this is the Nate's Rush, and yeah, I got those just sitting on the desk, of course, in case you need to spice something else up a little bit. Jersey Shore. Uh, yeah, it was quite hot.
Yeah, you said it like right off the bat. I was just sitting here stumbling over that for like 20 seconds.
I just think Jersey Shore, Jersey Shore,
Yeah, but it's that J and then RER. That's the
J.
part that screws me up. I'm always trying to do like J Jersey, but I always screw it up, and it's like Jersey.
Yeah,
Which, if you didn't see that guy do Jersey Shore do the Allegheny City Farms hot sauce challenge, he did that. I have a playlist of everybody that I know that did it, and he's one of them on there. Dave was one. I was one. Shocks the Muse was one. JT Bear was one. Brando was one. Uh, who else was it?
opinions with what's his name? I can never remember his name.
Go F Thyself was one.
That Kit, whatever guy. He had it on there too, didn't he?
Who?
I can never remember his name. That starts with the K and opinions guy, tattoos.
Oh, Crazy Kimberlin Opinions? I don't know.
Timberland, yeah.
See that?
I could have sworn he had a bottle of
Oh,
that too.
shoot. Maybe he's not in my playlist. I don't remember adding him to the playlist, but
Yeah, he misspelled it. CJ Jersey. Short. But I could have sworn I saw in one of his videos he had a bottle of it too. I could be mistaken. Which wouldn't be the first time. Ah, I didn't even get to say see you to Chad. I leave for a minute and he takes off and goes away.
oh, I'm pretty sure you'll hear from him tomorrow.
Hmm. All the fun stuff. All right. So what's going to be our next subject for discussion? Other than, yeah, I don't know how hot those Skittles are going to be. Some people say they're hot, and Brando says there's no heat to them at all. Dave says they're warm.
They are like a mainstream type thing. I'm gonna vote that they really don't have any heat.
And I'm probably gonna side with you there. Well, like uh, the Fireball Jawbreakers. People think those are hot, and they can eat 3, 4, or 5 of those at a time and think nothing of it. And I mean 3, 4, 5 of them in my mouth at one time. I don't taste hot cinnamon anymore. But I don't know what spices in the uh, sweet heat ones. You would be correct, Rob. On which part?
Probably on the Skittles not being hot.
Okay. Brian says, "What's that?"
What
Which
is?
what? Huh?
Nah, different wording. Say, what is it? What
Okay.
is it? Remember, what is that? What song was that?
Michelle says they are not hot. All right, then I won't worry about it too much. Then again, wait a minute.
But don't listen to me.
Yeah, I was just thinking, wait a minute. They're not hot, but wait a minute. I like my hot stuff in moderation. I'll admit it. I'm gonna have so much powder at the end of next year. It's not even gonna be funny.
Maybe.
Hopefully, how's that? Ah. So what's next?
I don't know. Maybe I should wake up the pit bull and see how that goes.
Mm.
Whoever in Shaker. Hey, dog!
She probably go, what? And take off running because you settled her. Then turn around, get 5 steps away, turn around, and get into the attack mode and growl at you. That wasn't shaking her and waking her up.
Oh, I shook the chair. She's up.
Okay.
Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here.
Charles says, but don't listen to me. And then me too. And Pitt said, next subject for him is probably going to bed. Or probably going to bed for me.
Come here. Come here. Come here. She's looking at me like, what? Are you crazy? I'm not getting up.
Huh.
Oh, now
Right
her
up
head's
there
down.
sleeping.
Mm.
Yeah. Well, I told you about that appointment I had yesterday morning. I made a mistake. It was this morning.
Oh.
So I had to get up at 7 o'clock this morning. So I'm fighting to stay awake myself.
Not me. I'm good and rested. I planned ahead, like, isn't that what an employer wants to hear? Oh, yeah, by the way, I was late tonight.
Again.
So just to counteract anything that an employer would like to hear, bang, there it was.
Paula hasn't said anything for a while. Susan hasn't shown up as far as I know.
No, but I did just notice we are on the precipice of the very early morning of the shortest day of the year. So it just turned 12:04 here Eastern time, and December 21st, that is the shortest day of the entire year. So after this day, that, when the sun comes up tomorrow and goes down, it's going to come up later and later in the day every single time from now on out.
Until, yeah, June.
Or not now on out, but after tomorrow.
Yeah. Charles says, tomorrow, folks, the Rob Z's Sweet Heat Skittle challenge, hopefully. And then says, "Good night,
And
all.
whatever's
Good
in
night,
the
Charles."
box.
There's just supposed to be Skittles in the box. Happy winter solstice, says Paula. She is still out there. She's
Hey.
still listening. So, Paula, I have a question for you now. Chad came on and he had a good time.
Or at least we said he had a good time.
Oh, I think he had a good time. He was laughing and joking with us. So, when's your turn going to be? And Charles says, after the new year, I believe he said.
Yep.
And Alberta Pepper could join us sometime too, if so desired.
Well, maybe Susan and Paula want to do it after the New Year's. That sounds reasonable.
That was photo editing. Okay, so you were working and listening to us, but not writing. I understand. It's a good thing. But yeah, I like having guest speakers on. They're fun. And Batman's been on twice, and I think he enjoyed each time. First time, not as much, but because of the pepper, the one chip challenge. When she hits 5,000 subscribers.
There you go, people. Everybody subscribe up to Gapey Scrub. We got to start a push here. We need to see 5,000 subscribers over there. Most live streams would say, I need to hit 5,000, not this live stream. We're saying, heck with us. Don't worry about me and Rob. Go and check out Paula at Gapey's Grub because we want her to hit 5,000 because then she will be live on the live stream.
And we'll have to come up with no, we don't have to come up with a challenge for just showing up could be good.
Now, the challenge is hitting 5,000 subscribers. That does not seem hard at all. That seems like something we could. Yeah, exactly. She's at 1323. I mean, it's perfect. We're gonna hit 5,000 by the time we're done with this live stream.
That's almost exactly a third of the way there. And off of a third of the way there. So it's Gapey's Grub.
77 to go.
It's GAPEYS space GRUB. Gapey's Grub. 3777 to go. 3677.
Oh,
It's 36 because that's 14, so that would be 30. Yeah, 3677. So she's a third of the way there. Gapey's Grub. Just for the fun of it. So Brian, how about you come on as a visitor just for the heck of it? I'm going to leave Paula alone because I pick on her often about this.
yeah, it's like me and Susan. I had to let that go a long time ago. Like, I think this joke was old like a long time ago, and I just been like keep hitting it over and over and over again. You know how women love when you do that.
Yeah, I bet if she could, she'd cold cock you or slap you upside the face or something.
She
Just to
totally
say, I don't think so.
she totally deserves to.
Well, Paula says, I'm not eating the Reaper though. And I wouldn't expect you to because you don't have one at the moment. That was a few weeks ago. Unless you put it in the freezer. Did you put it in the freezer?
No, but saying like if you do have a Reaper, you can. You don't have to, but I mean, if you got one laying around, that just might be a good idea. It was just sitting there. I didn't know what to do with it, and there was a live stream going on, and there was an invite being out, and I was like, what the heck? I mean, come on, Rob. I mean, I've been inviting you for a while. You know how it goes, right? You got like a super hot sitting around, and you're like, there's an invite coming in. I don't know what to do with this hot pepper. I'll just eat it online.
Ah.
There you go. Cayennes are
Well,
perfect.
if you wanted to work out a deal for Reaper stuff, I have some Reaper powder here. I have about a 3 ounce bottle, 2 ounce bottle. I only have cayennes in the freezer that are 2 years old. Well, if they were vacuum sealed, they'd be just fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Brian says I would love
But you
to.
don't have to eat. You don't have to eat anything hot to come on the live stream. All you got to do is talk. If you want to come on and eat something hot, cool, let's do it. But if you just want to come on and be like, hey, look, I'm on the live stream. Woo, hey, look, I'm on the live stream. I mean, that's acceptable too. So
I hope that pass was to me about that Reaper powder. Yeah. Brian says I would love to as soon as I get a camera, which I am planning on to do soon. Looked at a couple different ones. Been working on setting up my seed room. Well, the camera that I'm on right now is just a cheap $20 Logitech webcam, and you can see it puts out a decent picture. It's not like you need anything that's super high end. I actually bought about a year ago. I just needed two things that looked like webcams for a security deterrent, shoplifting deterrent. So I found these two cameras on eBay that were $5 a piece, and both of them worked great. So, you know, I know they're just $5, including shipping, but you know, you don't have to have expensive. Like my Canon Rebel that I have upstairs, that thing would put out a great picture, but the picture quality is so huge, the picture on here would be all choppy, where a webcam would be just perfect for it. And you can get them cheap. All right, and that's enough of that. Uh, Paula says correct. Pass on the Reaper powder. All right, I figured you'd say that anyway, but I had to offer. I have I have Reaper and I have Scorpion and a whole bunch of Scotch bonnets and all kinds of stuff. I think I've got like 9 or 10 different powder sets that are nice and warm.
yeah, and I say this all the time when like I say this every live stream or whatever. But one of the best cameras that you can get, I don't use it as my predominant camera, but there's Faux Pro. Just look up any kind of GoPro that's $50 on YouTube or again YouTube, on Amazon, on eBay, whatever. That's going to be one of your best friends. That's what I'm broadcasting right now. It's my Faux Pro. That's why it's such a wide angle lens, because it's like 170-degree angle lens, but it's also a webcam. So you can shoot videos with it. And
Yep, so you don't need to spend a whole lot on a camera.
not to mention the Faux Pro comes with a waterproof case. It comes with this whole setup where like it's got a little sticky thing and you can slip this thing right in, and now it's a dash cam on my dash. It's got everything but the suction cup mounts and the no, it even comes with the bicycle mount. So you can put it on your bicycle handle.
Mm-hmm. Well, look at Dave. The first few live streams that he did were from his phone.
Almost every video he's ever done was from his phone.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's where I was like, what? Your phone? I've never done a video off my phone. Or no, I did one. Wait, maybe two, but I'm pretty sure one.
Oh, and you look at Graham. Graham's got a decent phone, and he puts out a real decent video with his phone.
Brian, this Faux Pro is a DB Power, as in Delta Bravo Power. And it's a decent little camera. It's a little tiny, GoPro, but it actually has a screen on the back. So you can actually see what's going on with it and everything. And it works pretty daggone good. I love this little thing. It's not my primary camera, but I would not want to not have it. Put it this way. I had one, it broke. I bought another one, which is the one I'm broadcasting on. I hooked it up, and there was some rattle noise whenever I'm driving with it. So the internal microphone is messed up. And they sent me this one free. So now I have 3 of them. And yeah, I love these things. They're great. But do I need to pull out my stupid Coolpix camera?
No,
I can do that too.
I have a Coolpix camera that's like 3 megapixel that I bought in about 2002, I think it was. I had that at the shop for small pictures.
I only pulled mine out because I thought mine was less than that, but now that I'm thinking about it, it's probably more. I don't know how many megapixel this thing is.
Mine's a 3 megapixel, and that was right when the 5 megapixel cameras first started hitting the market.
But since we're gonna beat a dead horse, that's my main camera. It's
It is
a
not.
Yeah, this is my main camera. It's a waterproof Coolpix XP70, and I use it because it's waterproof. So if it's raining, I can just walk out in the rain, and it doesn't matter. It's all about this little so we'll open it. This little door where the battery and the card and everything are. But if you keep that thing closed, you're good to go. But no, that's usually what I use. 1080p works pretty decent.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not wide angle like the GoPro. Like this sucker is like 170-degree angle. That's the only thing I don't like about it. The stupid XP, I would like that to be my webcam.
Are you still there? Interesting. Your picture went away. In the chat, are you able to hear me? I don't know if anybody's there. What'd you do?
What?
You went away for about 30 seconds there.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe the router kicked out or something?
Yeah, because it went to your picture and everything else.
I don't know.
Huh.
Maybe the internet was so overwhelmed with what I was having to say. It was like, oh, we can't take any more awesomeness. It just shut off. It was like, we can't have that much. You need to cool down, buddy.
You're sending too much energy across the lines. You're overloading them.
Quit giving suggestions about really cheap cameras. We want to sell GoPros.
So, Brian, you didn't see him for a little bit there either? Was he saying he was in a timeout?
Yeah, so apparently. Well, that's the cool thing about the Google Hangout part of the live stream, because even if my internet is kicking me off, the Google Hangout still hangs out. Because that happened, a couple weeks ago, where
He says no.
I cut out, but you and Dave were still on.
All right. Well, apparently he didn't cut out. Because I said, did you asked if you would cut out? Asked Brian if you would cut out, and he says no. So it must have just been something coming into me.
Yeah, maybe your
But
internet
the
cut out.
but the Hangouts picture, I can still see a corner of it, and it still moves. So I don't know.
What? You
Don't
don't
know.
see my picture?
Oh yeah, I see it now.
Oh, okay.
There.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
but it says he was gone for about 20 seconds. Um,
Mine.
and yeah, and see that's what happened here. So, wasn't me.
I missed that. I didn't even see it. I
Oh
mean,
yeah,
whenever my picture comes up, I try to not look at my picture. I try to look over at the comments and stuff, but I don't see that ugly mug. But, you know, I don't
oh
know.
yeah. Just like I, when it's just the two of us, all I see is you, and probably all you
Because
see
I
is
can't
me.
shut up.
No, but the thing is, when I'm talking, my picture doesn't change to me. It always stays on you. So right now you're looking at my ugly mug.
Yeah, but it doesn't switch from me because I'm always running my mouth.
Yeah, but even when I'm talking, it doesn't switch to me. So is this better? Can you see me better? Is this more pleasing?
I've been able
Actually,
to,
it doesn't look too bad with the monitor lights lighting me up.
yeah.
This way, I get shadowed with the lights up there.
Well, yeah, that's the funny thing. I got a light right above me, but I got another light right over here. But if I turn that on, it's too much light, and then like I don't have any shadows going on. I gotta like retain my mysterious physique.
Well, then I should be like this, set up all nice and refined.
I don't know. I think I'm pulling off more shadows than you.
Yeah,
All
this way.
that monitor glare, like it lights up your entire face, whereas me, I got this shadow of like, ooh, the bandana doesn't let the light come down past your eye.
Yeah, see, this way the whole side of my face is shadowed. All right, well, enough of that. If people say it's better with the lights off, I'll believe them. If they say it's better with the lights on, I'll believe them. So, people, which is it? Lights on, or lights off? Because most of the time when I'm sitting here, I'm in the dark. I love the dark.
Oh yeah, same here. This light that's on right now, it's almost always off. I got that light over there by the elk. I
Hmm?
use that light and that's on, but it barely provides any light. But I don't need any light because I'm just watching my screen, so which is all lit up.
Yeah. Did the chat stop?
Mm-hmm. We were that boring. Just grinded it right to a halt. They were like, "Yeah, we're done. Sorry."
On barely see you with the light off. Okay, so we got an opinion. That's all I was looking for. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate it. Very much so. Although, no, I'll let that one go.
You hear my dog? She's having some puppy dreams.
All righty, Anthony. Have a good night. He says he's got to go. Thanks for joining
Litter,
us again.
litter, Anthony.
Brian says, like when Charles had uh, his light off at first. Chad. Yeah, when Chad had his light off at first. Okay.
Yeah.
And Paula says, good night, Anthony.
Come here. Come here.
So Devin's going to Arizona for a few days. Doesn't that sound like fun?
What's he going there for?
Uh, Wifey's grandmother's 85th birthday or something like that.
Come here. Come here. Come here. Show everybody you're here.
But
Come
it'd be
on.
nice to go down to where it's almost warm.
Come here. Come here.
And Brian says, I meant Chad. I know you did.
Oh,
That's why I didn't tease you about it.
oh. my boy. Oh.
I would be the absolute last person that should tease anybody about getting somebody's name wrong because I do that all the time. So I'm not going to tease anybody else about it.
Oh, my boo. Oh, look how cute. Look how sleepy.
Daddy, I'm trying to sleep. Leave me alone.
Look at that. So cute. Oh.
And Brian's laughing out loud.
Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. No, lay down. Lay down. Oh.
First, you want me to come sit by you. Now you want me to lay down.
Oh. Cutie.
Yeah, she has fun.
Oh, poor little dog. She's got such a rough life. She was sleeping, and then she got woken up from sleeping so that she could go and sleep. Not that I forget to tell you that she slept, and then she slept and went outside and did her business and then slept again. That was all in between the time that she slept and the time that she was sleeping.
I believe it.
Keep going. All right, well, she's out of here. Apparently, she has some sleeping to do.
Leave me alone. It's time to
Good.
sleep.
Now you're back in my chair. Why do you keep sleeping in my chair?
Ah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, there's every time I talk, there's something that looks like a chain dangling. Trying to figure out what it is.
A chain dangling?
Oh, it's this. The chain for my ceiling fan.
Okay. Can barely see that.
Yeah. Well, I only have a partial corner of the actual video open, so I was wondering what is that? All right, that answers that question. Brian says I checked Alex's YouTube page earlier and just checked him on FB, and he is owner operator of Hydro Light Aquaponics. Yes, we discussed that. What 2 weeks ago, or was it three? Who were we trying? Oh, Troll was looking at getting new lights, and Alex said, "Well, get a hold of me. I'll hook you up." When he was talking about getting the LED lights.
No, that was Grandmaster level genetics.
Okay. All right, I'm mistaken then. See, Brian, I'm not going to tease you about getting somebody's name wrong because I just did it myself. Ah, I tell you. If I can't laugh at myself, who can I laugh at? But yeah, okay. Earlier and checked him out on Facebook. He's owner operator of Hydrolight Aquaponics. Okay. Pretty neat. Yeah, I was debating whether or not I should try and invest in some small LED panel for like my pak choi. Granted, I got four bulbs above it, and it's growing quite nice. But I wonder if it would grow even better. But I like my sunshine bulbs. One of these days, I'm gonna start doing the time lapse on it. I haven't started that yet for some reason.
I totally do not have the patience to do a time lapse.
There's no patience involved in it.
Oh, the setting up, that's the patience. Like I'll set my camera up to time lapse, like every 5 minutes or whatever. Yeah, I can't do that. I'm more the point the camera, turn it on, like, hey, look, there's something going on. I'm recording it and I'm talking about it, and wow, look how funny it is because I made commentary, and then like shut it off and then upload to YouTube. That
Yeah,
like what Kang does, where he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna do this experiment." And he's like, "This is what I plan on doing," and then he like does it, and he's like, "Here's week 1, here's week 2, here's week 3, here's week 4, here's week 5." I'm like, "What the heck are you talking about?" Like, I would have put this video out in 6 parts already. I just don't have the patience for that.
yeah. I've got a little like 8-inch tall tripod that the camera sits on. It's plugged into the wall, and I have a laptop sitting next to it, and I have a timer that all I do is go boop 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 boop, enter, set the timer down, and walk away and come back in a week and wait for a picture to go off, pop the card out, quick pop it into the laptop, copy everything over, put the card back in, turn the camera back on before it takes another picture, and away I go. That's
Yeah.
about, and it goes almost that fast.
And don't get me wrong, when Kang does those videos, I love them because I'm like, wow, look at how everything went together. But
Yep.
I don't have the patience for that. That's why I've been like, oh no, here's an update of what I have. And like, oh, you saw last week, here's this week, or something like that.
Yeah. Good night, Paula. Have a good night.
Later,
That
Paula.
typically makes sense.
Congratulations on Monday.
That's
Monday, she won the Pepper Donkey seed giveaway.
gotcha. Okay. I
I
thought
meant
you were
to.
talking about next Monday, and I'm like, wait a minute, what? Okay, you're right.
Next Monday, I don't believe we'll be around.
No.
Nah, it'll be Christmas Day. I'm pretty sure I'll be hanging out with the nieces and nephews and stuff,
Yeah, I'll be with family myself.
and their grandfather and grandmother, and which would be my mom and dad.
Uh huh.
But that's a good segue into tomorrow. Apparently, I don't know. You have to watch the subscribe thing, but apparently we're gonna go live tomorrow. So I don't know how this is gonna work, but that will be a bonus going live video. I don't know. I guess I don't know. We're blaming it on Dave. Dave wants to go live tomorrow, so we're gonna go live tomorrow. Apparently, he sent us some stuff, so apparently we're gonna try some stuff tomorrow, and it'll be awesome, and I can't wait, and yeah, stuff. But anyway, we'll be going live tomorrow. But the funny part of all of that is my parents are actually coming in tomorrow night. So who knows if we're gonna go early or go live early and we'll have the entire video done before they get here, or we'll be right in the middle of it and it's like dun dun dun, throw that hot thing in your mouth, and my dog starts going nuts and there's lights shining through the windows and my parents pull up and my dad is so freaking loud. um all kind of stuff like that. So all kind of excitement tomorrow. So just get you a little revved up about tomorrow. Should be pretty fun.
So, how much earlier are you thinking here?
I don't really know. I just kind of figured tomorrow at like X amount of time, I would get up with Dave and say, about what time would you want to go live? I don't know. I'm pretty sure he works tomorrow. That's another funny thing. Like, why we go live on Mondays is just hilarious. The entire plan, I thought about this for like 2 or 3 months before we actually went live. The first time we actually went live, we were supposed to go live on a Sunday because me and Dave were both off the next day, and he texted me like a day or two before that and was like, "Hey, I can't make it, but you want to do it Monday?" Which we're both off, but we both were working the next day. And that's how the Monday came about. Like, it was like, oh, like, it's kind of inconvenient for us, but yeah, we'll go live. And next thing you know, here we are, like, what, like 2 months later, 3 months later, something like that. We've been just every Monday. It's like, oh, it's inconvenient, so let's go live.
Oh. Well, just as an FYI, I don't get out of the shop until 7. I could maybe be here as early as a quarter after 7 if I don't
So
have any late
7
coming.
means 8 here.
Right.
So 8, 8:15, 8:30 would probably be pretty good.
Yeah, I could probably get here by
Well,
7:30, but it couldn't be.
I don't want to say 8:30. I mean, you should at least give yourself like a good half hour of, like, bump it up to like 9. I mean, you shouldn't be like, "Oh, let's run in the door and like, hit the camera and like go live." You need time to like, do things, get some food, stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah. So if it was an hour earlier tomorrow, I'd be good with that. Depending on getting customers that, like I say, come in 2 minutes before close and end up staying for an hour. That happens often. 8 by 35 greenhouse this spring, so 200 next year. Yeah, Alex and Brian are talking back and forth about greenhouses and grow rooms and all that kind of fun stuff as we're going on about tomorrow, which is just fine. I figured that conversation's between them, and I could read it, but nah. So anyway, yeah, I could get an hour earlier. Um, my furnace has been acting up, and my brother-in-law has been coming in the evening hours trying to diagnose what the issue is. So today he wasn't here. I just needed to take pictures of a couple of things and send that to him. So he'll get back to me tomorrow if he finds out what the issue is. But so it might be possible that there'd be somebody roaming around in the house. That's all
So
I'm thinking.
what was the problem?
Don't know yet. My friend
No, what was the issue then?
that there might be somebody in the house tomorrow evening as I'm on here, so I may end up talking to somebody. If he's here working on the furnace.
Oh. No, that's what I was asking about. Working on the furnace. What's the problem with the furnace?
It will take and kick in, but the gas valve isn't getting the right signal to take and let the gas go to actually ignite. And it gives it X amount of time to do that. If it doesn't detect heat, it shuts off. It then
Okay.
waits until it cools down and turns back on, and the second time it'll take and light up. But it'll only light and blow for about 5 to 7 minutes and then take and shut itself off. So it's not blowing long enough to get the heat into the house, the heat built up into the house to maintain the temperature. So it keeps going down and down and down. Well, we did a few things with it, and now it's maintaining temperature, but like it just shut off when I started this explanation, and it's already kicked back in again. So I
Yeah.
we
Sounds
don't
like
know what's
the
going.
Yeah, it sounds like the fan is kicking off and it's still producing heat, so it goes into overheat and shuts itself down, or
Yeah.
uh, I had like 4 different scenarios, but I got one of them, so we'll call that a win.
Well, like mine did that. The regulator outside pressure was set too high. He looked into that. The drain line that drains excess moisture out was stopped on the other end, so that was full. So that might have been an issue, and it's been running fine, but it keeps turning on and shutting off since yesterday. But it got up to set temperature by this morning, so it's working better than it was. He thinks there's two vacuum switches in it that might have an issue, but the primary thing he's looking at is the main processing board because it's not sending the right signal to the valve to get it to open. It's supposed to be, when it's closed, it's supposed to be like 0, and then it's supposed to go up to, I think he said 10 volts to take it and turn it on and hold it long enough to turn it on and then cut the voltage. Well, it stays at like 1.6 and jumps up to 14.1 volts and holds that until the furnace shuts off and then lets it go. Well, it's not supposed to do that. So he's thinking that one of the pieces on the main board is shot, but now he's not 100% sure. So It's going back and forth. And I know nothing about furnaces. That's all stuff that he's told me. All I know about it is you take and set the temperature you want. It kicks in. It blows heat or cold, and change the filter once a month. And don't block any of the airways on it. That's all I know. Glow plug to get it to ignite works just fine. Gets real bright orange, and when the gas comes on, it lights it immediately. So it's not an igniter type thing. I don't know, but
Yeah, no. I mean,
I
if it
can feel the
comes
heat coming
on,
out
that
of it.
shouldn't be the igniter. Because
Yeah,
if it
but the
actually
gas,
light, if it will never light, that could be the igniter. But if it ignites, but then it like gets to a certain temperature and shuts off, that sounds like the overheat sensor, which means maybe you're not pushing enough air across it, and the overheat is kicking it off because there's too much heat, and they shut it down before you just catch fire. Not
yeah,
that you would catch fire, but you would get hot, hot, hot,
yeah.
like way hot, and then like stuff would malfunction, and then
Yep.
eventually something would catch on fire.
Well, that was one of the reasons he said, "Well, go change the air filter just to be safe."
That's the
So you can help
best
a
thing
little
to
bit.
ever mention to anybody. If you're having any issue with your heating and air, change your filter.
Yep.
Yeah, because the restriction that it puts on the fan, like the amperage draw that like raises up on there, I mean, it's crazy. That's one of the biggest things you could ever do. Like they say once a month, change your air filter. And they mean not those crazy, like ribbed looking filters, the ones that are just mesh looking ones.
Yeah.
Those, in my opinion, are the best. You get better airflow. They catch not everything, but enough. The other ones catch too much, and you get restriction, and it puts a lot of strain on the fans and everything.
And I went and got a box of a dozen of them, so I got a year's supply for
And how much did that cost?
$8.60.
Bam. Like a dozen of them for $8. That's the biggest reason to go ahead and get them and change them like every month.
Yeah, that's Menards for you.
Yep. I mean, even if you buy them one at a time, they're like $1 a piece. Like, well, even maybe $2 or $3 if you got like a 20 by 30 or something like that.
Yeah, mine are 20 by 24 by 1. Or 20, no, 20 by 25 by 1, I think it is. But anyway,
20
yeah,
by 25. No, they're all by one.
no, there's by 4s out there too. And there's by 2s. My
Uh,
parents' furnace took it by 4. It was like
right.
14 by 20 by 4.
I'm thinking of air handlers. They're all 1 inch.
Yeah, this was for their furnace, so it took a 4-inch filter. And it was washable.
Yeah, I don't know where I fall on the washable filters, but I mean, technically, if you took one of those like dollar air filters where they're just mesh, or not mesh, but they're like, like that. Well, what would you call that? What the heck? Like fiberglass. It looks like fiberglass or whatever, like woven whatever fibers all together. And if you took one of those, you could probably spray it out with a garden hose. Probably work fine if you dried it out good enough, but
Yeah,
I don't know if I would
they're cheap
recommend
enough.
that.
They're cheap enough.
Yeah.
All right, it's that time. A quarter till.
Dun dun
Time
dun.
to shut down. There's somebody sitting over here just about falling asleep.
Who's
And
that? Me?
no, me.
Oh,
I've been up since 7 o'clock this morning.
yeah.
That's early for
Oh,
me.
Me, me, me too. Yeah, I was definitely up at 7.
And how many naps did you take during the day?
None.
Okay.
I mean, I will go to the I was not up by 7 part before I would go to how many naps did I take, but
Well, there's the thing though. You could have been up at 7 this morning, still up from last night, but you were still up at 7 this morning, and then this afternoon you took an 8 hour long nap.
no. No, if I'm up, I'm up. That's it. The only time I can ever take a nap is if I get up like 3 in the morning to go hunting or whatever, which has been years and years since I've done that. But you go out into the woods and you like sit down under a tree and it's like 9 o'clock and the sun's out like right on your face and you just kind of lean back on the tree and you just pass out and next thing you know it's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yep.
I can do that kind of nap. But as far as like I've been up early. I should lay down on my couch and take a nap. Nah, it doesn't work like that with me. I'll lay down on the couch and I'll just sit there for a long time or lay there for a long time, but I won't actually take a nap.
Brian's asking 7 p.m. I'm making the assumption he's asking about tomorrow. It hasn't been decided yet.
Yeah. No, well, I mean, I'm sure you're already subscribed to me, so check your subscriptions and it should pop up. I'll put it up like an hour or two before we actually go live. The the prospected time that we will actually be live, which means about, 8 minutes after that. But yeah, kind of like tonight. Like we'll be live at 10 o'clock or 10:09. That's how we do.
Oh, we misunderstood. I just meant when he got up at 7. Was it 7 p.m.?
Oh.
Uh-huh. I get where Brian's coming from. I get it.
I could never get up at 7 p.m. at this time of year. Middle of summer, maybe I could do that. But right now, no, I could not wake up and it's dark already. Oh, that would totally mess with me.
When I wake up in the morning and it's dark, I don't know what to do. It was dark this morning when I got up, and when I went to that class a couple weeks ago, it was really dark. I love
Yeah.
the dark, but in the morning it's just like, what do I do? Oh yeah, feel around, find the light switch. Yeah.
No, I'm okay with that. I mean, like I've said, I've been hunting since I was 3 days old. So, I mean, a lot of that has been like, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. We're going to get up so we can drive 5 hours so that we can be there for sunrise. And it's like, what? What the heck are you talking about? But no, there's been a lot of that stuff. But as far as waking up late in the afternoon, nah. I'll wake up late in the afternoon. And that means like noon. That's pretty late in the afternoon. That's late and that's afternoon. But
Yeah. All right. 12 minutes. What you gonna say in 12 minutes, and then hold your peace of afterward? I know you can't answer that question because there's nothing out there.
nah.
I wasn't expecting an answer. But there's only 6 people watching us at the moment, which is all right. And for anybody watching afterward, Rob Z, ROBB space Z, is my main YouTube channel. Grow peppers and other things in unusual ways and think outside the box a little bit.
But you also have another YouTube channel.
And that's Yankee Ace 50. That's my Minecraft playing channel on YouTube. Not very big yet. Go watch. That's about it. I'm having fun with it. I have 11 episodes up right now, so Number 12 will be coming out in the next day or so.
Brian says, I worked 9 years of midnight, 7 to 7, drove both ways. It was dark in the winter. Ugh,
Yeah,
that's horrible.
I worked in a plastics factory that was 7 to 7, and I remember at night going home and it was dark, and uh, no, going to work in the morning was dark, and coming home at night was dark. I had daytime shift during the winter months, and yeah, that's hard. Body needs sunlight. It needs to get some vitamin D being produced. But yeah, going for a long time without seeing the sun, yeah, that can be a pain in the backside. Unless it's like southern Florida where winter isn't so bad. I know I'm going to catch some flack for that one, but you could still go outside. Heck, for that matter, I could still go outside here. So anyway, Reb gets up and walks away, doesn't even tell anybody, and he's probably listening and laughing his head off. Ah, but yeah, the Minecraft thing, I thought I'm gonna have some fun with that. Do something a little different, and I was gonna put it on my main channel, and I thought, yeah, I better not. So started my second channel up. Yep, I've been D3 deficient for 6 years. Well,
Vitamin D
yeah,
has
you
some
can.
sunlight.
Yeah, you can get vitamin D supplements, and they're not all that expensive, but they
Wait,
taste
is
so
it
bad.
vitamin D or is it vitamin B?
For what?
No, it's D.
D is from sunlight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Ah,
Well, we have no clue how, well, no, we have no plan on how the next live stream is going to go live. But I will say this, that there's only 6 viewers here, but I mean, for anybody watching in the aftermath, but I don't know how this is going to happen throughout the holidays here, but I don't know. I think I'm just going to go ahead and just smack up a live stream solo. And if Rob can join me, then he'll hop in. If Dave can join me, he'll hop in. And if they can't, I'll just go live and see what you guys are doing and see what the chat's doing.
you could always
But
send me a text half an hour ahead of time saying I'm gonna get doing that live thing pretty soon. And if I'm not working my other two jobs or whatever, I can probably jump on. My other two jobs don't take very much time every week, so that was kind of a joke. Ha 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 ha.
oh,
All right, I tried.
oh,
Didn't work.
no, that's what's going on. I was like, why can't I hear Rob? My volume was turned down to like 40 something percent. There we go. Now it's 68. Okay, now I can hear you. All right, I missed your joke, but it was hilarious.
I can't do that very long.
Your
Uh,
volume is back up, but yeah, what you said before was great.
I said you can always send me a text an hour or so ahead of time that you're going to be on, and then I said unless I'm working my other two jobs or something like that. But my other two jobs don't take up much time during the week. Haha, joke, joke. On 50,000 a week now, laughing out loud, prescribed good stuff. Been back on days for 2 years. It's slowly coming back up. 50,000 I use on a daily basis or a week is about 7,000 a day. Yeah, that's pretty decent dose on those. Um, I was at about 4,000 a day for a while there. But I
What,
stepped
for
back into it.
D3?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. Well, if you get vitamin D deficient, you have a risk of going into certain types of depression and a few other things. And
Oh yeah,
that's how
that's why I always complain about like it's being cold and I gotta like wear clothes and stuff, and I want to like be outside half naked, like running around and getting sunlight and getting tan and stuff like that.
yeah. Unless you can
I
take
don't
it
know. I just kind of thought
daily.
I was weird, but I mean, apparently, nah, Brian and you, apparently you totally want to do the exact same thing, but you
Yeah.
just take a pill instead.
Well, I get enough sunlight now. This was before during the winter where I wouldn't go outside. Working in my house, I wouldn't go outside for 2 weeks at a time. That's when it started getting to me. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I'm feeling much better now. I forget what movie that's from, but I'm feeling much better now. And George, hi guys. Good to be here. Unfortunately, you're getting here at the last 5-10 minutes of our show. We're just getting it closing down. Ah,
But it's good that you got here.
better late than never is always a good thing. 5 minutes before the close, yeah. We'll put that in the gray area. Ah, but anyway, your closing thoughts. I shouldn't have said that because now you're going to ramble on for half an hour.
Closing thoughts. I've got 1,000 closing thoughts.
TM, a visual nightmare laughing out loud. Oh, yeah, you dancing around outside. And yeah.
Oh yeah.
Too
No,
much
it
information.
totally happens, people. It does. I mean, for crying out loud, I still have not worn shoes this entire year except for when I was at work. Yeah, we pretty much had snow, still no shoes. Yeah, I'm different. But
Yeah.
then again, you got to remember, I live at the beach. Like everything is sand around here. You don't wear shoes. Why do you wear shoes? You just get sand in your shoes, and now you have sand in your shoes, and now it's uncomfortable. Like you don't live life like that. You just wear flip-flops or no shoes, and you don't get sand in your shoes. Bang, life hack. That's the way I look at it. I mean, for
Brian,
crying out loud, my driveway is all sand.
Brian says, "Good night, guys. Hope you have a great Christmas. If I don't get to see y'all tomorrow night, yep.
I hope you
Okay,
get to see
Brian,
us
and Merry
all
Christmas
tomorrow
to you.
night because we need some karma pushing on Rob's side. Because we know Chad will be there and he's going to be pushing for do more, do more, do more. So we need Brian there doing the same thing, especially because Brian lives right next to Dave, and Dave is the instigator of all of this madness.
All right. Say good night and Merry Christmas to everybody who's in the chat if we don't see you beforehand.
Oh, we'll see everybody tomorrow, but Merry
Probably.
Christmas if you don't make it tomorrow.
Okay, that works too. If you don't
Absolutely.
see us,
Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah, whatever your holiday is, Happy New Year, whatever it is. Happy Winter Solstice, by the way. It is that right now in my time zone and about to be in Rob's in 2 minutes. So happy Winter Solstice. Every day will be getting more and more light. That
after
is going to be
tomorrow.
awesome.
After tomorrow.
Yep, after tomorrow. Well, technically for me today, after today, but
Yeah,
well,
because
technically no. Tomorrow will be like the same. Yet, yesterday technically, today technically, and tomorrow will all be the exact same. But after that, then they will actually start getting longer. But
Yeah, because tomorrow night is the longest night of the year, from sundown to sunup.
yeah, the longest night, the shortest day.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, so we got all kind of good things to look forward to. Longer days. I mean, it's going to start getting a lot colder. But at least we're going to get, it's not going to be getting dark at 5. It's going to start getting towards 6, and when it creeps up on 7, it's going to be springtime, and then next thing you know, it'll be 9, and we'll be like, "Oh my god, it's the longest day of the year." And then it'll start getting shorter, and it'll start getting towards winter again, and things will die, and it'll be depressing.
Again,
Boo.
cycle of life.
I hate that. But at least you can take solstice. You can take solstice because it's the 21st of December. Now you can take solace in knowing that bugs outside are dying. So all those fleas and ticks and stuff like that, a lot of them are dying right now as are not even speaking. You're just sitting here listening to me speak. But
And
they
now
are.
you're now you're gonna say goodnight.
Oh, is this the ranting part of the thing that you were talking about that might happen?
No, 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 no. All right, say goodnight. Let's cut this loose and let people go to bed, including myself.
All right. Well, thank you all for hanging out with us. Ian George, come back next time, I believe tomorrow sometime. Hit that subscribe button on my channel, and you'll, well, if you hit that little bell type thing right next to the subscription thing, you'll get a notification whenever we go live. And that should be tomorrow sometime, apparently, according to Dave. So if it's not, you can blame Dave. Go to his channel, Grown at Home and W&V, and make sure you blame him and give lots of blame on his part. If we are live, then yay, we're live, and you can watch it and give tons of thumbs up. Give this one a thumbs up. Give Rob a subscribe, ROBB space Z. Make sure you go over there, check out his videos. He just put out one earlier today about the updated shop update of the peppers, and I'm so confused. I have no clue what's going on. There's like, I don't know, things were on the left, now they're on the right, and like right were on the left. I have no clue what's going on. It's so confusing, but maybe you can make heads or tails of it. So go over there, make sure you give him a thumbs up, give him a comment, let him know if you're all confused, because I was just so out of whack on that. I don't know what was going on. But make sure you do all that fun stuff. Troll Forge, he didn't make it on the last, like, I don't know, like 15 videos or something like that. But he's still out there. He's still making videos. I saw one earlier that I didn't get to click yet, but he was making something earlier. That's TROLLFORGE. Make sure you go and check his videos out. I know he, because of the Christmas spirit and everything, he has limited time of going live. So hopefully after that, he'll be coming out live. If you want to come on here live and do something crazy and eat something weird or anything like that, yeah, get in contact with me. Maybe we can make that happen. Otherwise, if you are just a regular, maybe you should come on here and be on here too and just hang out and just spout off at the mouth like we seem to do. Okay, maybe me. But anyway, that was me just doing an outro. I'll just leave it up to Rob for the last couple seconds because I think I talked enough. So thank you all for hanging out. Make sure you give a thumbs up. Go to everybody that I just mentioned, give them thumbs up and tons of comments and all that stuff. And the last minute is all left up to Rob. So take it away, Rob.
Yeah, thank you much. I want to say thanks to everybody out there who's been joining us. I'll be honest with you, the comments and everything else that are in the chat are a good portion of the shows here. So you're a part of this just like we are. So this is like our show for any of the regulars out there who constantly, or not constantly, but who often chat in the chat lines. You can see what I mean. I mean, I very rarely ever let anything go by without comments on it. Some may take me a little bit, but you know, you're part of the show as much as we are, and I want to let you know that I thank you and I appreciate you being out there, and I hope to keep seeing you in the future. So that's about my spiel for this evening, and I'd like to say good night. So good night.
And that's why everybody has a well, everybody that we know has a wrench. And if you don't have a wrench, keep coming back because I'd like to get to know you and give you a wrench, and then you can advertise for your own channel. So, and that's what this is all about. It's not about me and Rob just sitting here like we are such YouTube stars. It's more about, hey, look, there's people in the chat and maybe they don't want to come on here live, but you should go and subscribe to them. So that's
Go
more.
check them out.
Sorry, go ahead.
I said, yeah, go check them out. Sorry.
Yeah, and that's what it's more all about. It's about, hey, look, there's good YouTube channels to go check out. So, and yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, well, one more thing to add to that, we have fun. This is fun for us. And I think it's fun for you guys too because of the way so many people laugh. So let's just keep it up. All right, I'm done. No more.
Yeah, this has been totally fun, and you have had fun. So make sure you give that thumbs up to let yourself know that you had fun. So, but anyway, but anyway, that was how we ended it. It was that bad. But anyway, yeah, we'll be back here apparently tomorrow. So yeah, keep looking on that subscription thing and find out what time we'll be there. Hey, Shannon Knight, good night to you too. Hopefully we'll see you here tomorrow. And I don't believe I've ever seen Shannon Knight here before, but welcome, and hopefully you'll be here tomorrow night. And yeah, we will catch you then, and we'll be doing something goofy tomorrow night. So that will actually be a prop type video instead of just hanging out. But yeah, you'll see that tomorrow. So guess we will catch y'all then. So holy cow, look at that. My long-winded blah 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 kind of attitude totally ran us all the way to 106. We are actually 3 minutes away from when it actually started. 107. All right, I'm calling that. That's good enough.
That's
That's
good
close
enough.
enough. Yeah, it's
Hit,
close enough to 3 hours. We're just calling it at that.
hit
Thank
the button.
Thank you all for hanging out with us. You all are awesome. Come back tomorrow, check us out, and see what we're doing. And again, I'm going to throw it back to Rob for the very last word. So that's it from me. I'm done running my mouth. You all guys are all awesome. I love you all. And now it's Rob's turn to completely end the live stream.
All righty, folks. See you. Bye.